Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. Oh, shut your mouth.
Yo. Welcome to the first DGMS after Christmas. AKA the first episode in which I turned off the Christmas shit.
Yes, it's no longer there. Look, Tamsin said 100 bits says it's still Christmassy. Well, it is not.
I think that was just her very kind way of prompting to change it, if I hadn't already. But I did it during our opening gambit last week. Once, for the second week in a row, when it wasn't Christmas, it was still Christmas. I changed it there and then, just pointing the mouse over there and doing it. So that's done. In other news, the streamer bot is not connected to Twitch, so there will be no notifications today.
Okay.
Because nothing ever works, does it? You can't have everything, Alex.
Can't have nice things, Jeremy.
No, I just have to have one thing working at a time. Maps should work now. They weren't working last week, so I fixed that. And in return, something else stopped working. So
it's zero sum. You take something away, something, it's all a trade-off. When people say it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, right? Well, is there an opposite to that now that we finally got rid of Santa?
Yes, and actually, people say it all the time. It's beginning to look a lot like "fuck this." Is what people say.
That's
say
how
the
I
number.
feel. That's
say
how I
the
feel.
number, Alex.
Say
that. Should we? Welcome to DGMS episode 3904. It's great.
The year is 2049. Welcome into this Don't Get Me Started episode 112.
Shh.
Are you doing like that bit where when we go to the quizzes down at Chambers and we try and cough over the when they're trying to guess the song and it's really obvious and we try and cough over the chorus? It goes like, in touch with the ground and I'm hung.
No, I wasn't. I was just trying to tell you to shut up.
I see.
That's what I was doing.
Thank you very much for the bits, Tamsin, and for the 100 bits that she owed for the bet, and 112 bits from Will. All of these bits fly into our greedy little hands, and then we offload them.
Yeah, we don't see a penny of it.
No.
It all goes to someone else.
It goes to someone else for their talents. But welcome in literally everyone to Don't Get Me Started. We're going to get started so fucking hard today.
Really fucking hard.
So
I did put
a
little teaser out on the socials that this was probably going to be an extra ranty episode.
Oh.
I think we're going to unleash... what's the... cry havoc and unleash the dogs of war.
Let's slip the rant of war.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. They go to pay the dues. A Sage Bambino. He's got to get his money somehow.
Yeah. He has got a racket going on, a literal racket, not like one that you use in a metaphorical kind of way.
No.
In general conversation, it's extortion.
Yes. Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. One of these days, we were talking actually today, like, we've really got to, we can't be doing these 3-hour crazy long streams. I'm like, yes, we must tighten up and be more concise. So look forward to a much more pared down, streamed version of this stream going forward. Starting now, I'm just telling you.
I like pears.
Yeah.
I bought some pears the other day. I got a hella deal from Uber Eats the other day. I was just sat there hungry. And there was no food in the house, and all of a sudden Uber Eats advertised to me half price groceries delivered if you spend over £20. I'm like,
oh,
I could totally do that.
Shit me, I was going to do that anyway.
Like, do you know how much stuff costs nowadays? That's like one pear and a packet of crisps, and
Listen,
I'm over £20.
Think of the Cosy Lives.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah,
so I got £46 worth of groceries from the co-op for
£23
plus their like admin charge or delivery
of
£23.
Yeah. Can you imagine
of
that?
£23 plus another £5 because fun. Yeah, it cost me like £26 total or something like that, and it was great. And I bought pears, a bag of pears in that shop, and they only became edible in terms of ripeness like yesterday or the day before.
Huh?
It took a week and a half.
I used to have a pear tree in my garden. I never ate a single pear from it. For some reason, as a kid, I'm like, I don't want pears.
Is it because you didn't want to disturb the partridge within it?
Yeah, basically, yeah. I would always want to climb to those upper branches, but the partridge was
in the pear tree.
Yes, and was angry. Me fucking climbing up there. I always thought pears were quite solid and hard and tough.
That's shit pears, mate. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You got to let them ripen up.
I made a huge pear mistake.
And somebody else is paying the ticker's bill. James31 gifted a tier 1 sub by Anonymous. We are one.
Anonymous. Thank you very much for that. So we got lots of people in here. Thank you very much for coming along. And the hype train is close because people keep fucking doing silly things and giving us loads of money. So appreciate it. Appreciate everyone coming in. I've seen Harmstone, James31, Tamsin's in, Dr. Fruitbat's in. Loads of people in. I can't remember now though. Unfortunately, I've run out of steam. I've run out of stream.
Yeah, there's other people. Missy B's here.
Missy B is here.
I was just laughing at James31 using his emotes like picture of me, all right. Nap, picture of you. I feel that's a little bit harsh, but sure. Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I saw Missy B at work, and we were both angry about the fact that one of the controversial opinions was that wine-based one, because we both love red wine. Wasn't
it what actually got Missy B to break their silence last week?
Yeah, along with saying hello.
You fucking what, mate? I'm gonna type so fucking hard. I assume she's using a keyboard. She's probably not, but you know,
she might be on a phone, just swiping really hard. I just
assume every angry person is just frantically typing away on the keyboard.
Well, because you can kind of swipe on like things, and so when I'm angry, I'm just like. So do welcome in Missy B, because she lurks, but it'd be nice to have the regular community welcome her in. We're open,
bring them into the fold.
Open ranty chat, basically.
Yeah. I think you said hello to everyone.
Yeah, Will's here. Yes.
Hello.
So much is happening this week. It's a great week, really. And we're going to go through literally everything. I've written so much stuff. Do you know what? I was going to say I've done the perfect number 2. If you look up on I realize now when I said that kind of
you have put a really good example of a number 2 up there. Yeah,
it's so good, and
it's not streaky or it doesn't run in any way. It's just the perfect number 2.
Can I just say something about
right
this?
Up your wall?
Were you surprised I could get it up that high?
No. I've seen what you eat.
Yeah. Not only that, also, can I just say something, Jeremy? I did that all in one go.
In one motion.
In one motion.
Excellent.
It looks so good.
The only time a number 2 has ever looked good. A very decorative blue number 2.
It's blue as well. Is there something wrong with me? If it comes out blue, if your number 2 comes out blue, is that?
I've got no frame of reference.
Is that bad?
I've never heard of that before.
What have I?
It's not good, is it? Like, it's definitely not good.
No. Very, very bad. I'm talking about the alluding to shit, as it were. I found.
Oh, is that what we were doing?
Can't hold it back anymore. I found that big picture of the toilet that I use for my comedy.
Nice.
I found it. I was just cleaning up the other room because it got untidy. That's how things work. Things get untidy. I tidy them up.
Tidying's for.
And as I was tidying, I found the huge picture of the the toilet. Blue Curacao will do that. Yeah. I was drinking a lot of blue Curacao, and
it also implies that you look back at your own shit to see what color it is. Like,
well,
I just kind of make the assumption that it's, shit colored.
I don't. Do you know when I've got off the toilet, I don't just close it behind me immediately. I don't close the lid behind me. I probably do have a look in there.
Do you not use toilet roll?
Well, no, but yes, but
does it not cover it over?
Well, sometimes it does, but not always. Maybe I only need a little bit of toilet roll, and I could still see some, basically. But if it was terrible, I don't. I'm just. Do you? I mean,
is anybody with me that in this? Like, does everybody just?
I think Tamsin's with me.
Take a gaze back at.
I think we all look
at their defecation.
Yeah, especially if you've done a. Do you know?
What, like a proud example? Like, I mean, I'll only know if it's a proud example if I flush and it doesn't take it, as it were.
Matt Moat once.
Then I will know. Matt
Moat once proudly did a shit that looked like Mickey Mouse's hand, which he was just like.
How?
It's just like he has such great sphincter control. Clearly,
yeah, but to make the fingers.
I wasn't there, Jeremy. I didn't.
Well,
this is before the days of
quick. Come see.
Come gather around the toilet. Come gather around the shit.
It looks like Mickey Mouse's hand.
Look, here's an example. 4 finger, a little glove with the kind of dots on the back, or whatever the fuck.
Sorry, Mo. I don't think we can be friends anymore. What the fuck? This
is Curacao.
Weird. Yeah.
Curacao.
Well, in the interest of succinctness, shall we move from the preamble into This Is Happening?
Into the amble.
After a mere 11 minutes.
Oh, let's go for it.
And shall we give ourselves a This Is Happening deadline? That worked. Somebody followed me. Hello.
How exciting.
I am the Borg.
Oh, shit.
Fuck.
Oh, we're fucked. Resistance is futile, Jeremy. The Borg is following you. Wait there. Is that following you?
Yeah.
What happens but they're not following us?
No. Well, they might be, but the notifications aren't working, so it isn't.
Oh. Well, if Borg, if you're here, say hello. But listen, we've learnt to fight the Borg over the many years.
That doesn't work either. Well, none of the cool stuff works.
Streamlabs is a prick.
Yeah, and StreamerBot isn't working either. I think it's probably. And this will be the last thing I say before we go into This Is Happening. It's probably because it asked me to update StreamerBot back in November.
Ah, yes.
And I have not done that.
Fair enough. Well, I'm glad that we saw that I am the Borg. Shit.
Resistance is futile.
Yeah, you better believe it.
Your comedic and shit-talking distinctiveness will be added to our own. Is that the... That's how it goes? Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Anyway,
yes.
Moving swiftly forward, that's another 2 minutes. Yeah, it's not going very well. Our succinct episode.
You're going to find out if StreamerBot is working now, aren't you?
No, that works. It's connected to OBS. That bit works.
Okay, cool.
Anything in OBS works. Anything connected to Twitch does not.
Right, gotcha.
So
I am the Borg!
There he is. Shit. I won't come quietly. I've got a phaser and I know how to modulate it.
Hello. Actually, from here, it looks like it says Ian the Borg. So, I thought the Borg were all kind of like one big hive mind. You don't get to call yourself Ian the Borg, but welcome in, my Borg friend.
Right, I'm going to press it now.
Hit it.
Before it goes into another minute. This is happening, folks. It really is. I promise it is.
In a world filled with haps and naps, 2 men have risen above to bring you This Is Happening.
I mean, we are a bit of a collective. We say the same jokes, we laugh at the same things, and we hang out at the same time. And, so we're adding you to our collective.
It's true, yeah.
Ian the Borg.
And that brings us to quite a nice segue, actually, because my first hap of the week is our collective has grown in a milestone kind of way.
Yes.
And this weekend, Alex,
yes,
we surpassed 5,000 followers on Tickers.
It is shit. It's terrible. Is that what you're calling TikTok now?
Tickers, yeah.
No, I thought I was going to be okay with it, but I wasn't.
Or the Tickers.
The Tickers.
For the long form.
That's proper fucking Tickers, mate. You know when people say things are Pog or Poggers? Poggers is the worst. Can we put Poggers in the sea? Is it in the sea? Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. Poggers, ugh. Tickers.
Yeah, Tickers is fine.
Actually, I'm okay with Tickers.
Techers, don't like that.
Techers, no.
Yeah, no.
Wait, have you seen the How I Met Your Mother where they text each other symbols from the loo to show what shape their shit? No, I have not seen that.
Yes.
Not seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to say it before it drifted off the top. Yeah, okay. So on Tickers. Not sure.
Not to bury the lead, but yeah, we have surpassed 5,000 followers.
Yeah, I'm so pleased about that. We're very, very pleased. Thank you very much for following, liking, sharing, commenting. I saw Tamsinaki commented, and at a moment I thought, is that a different Tamsinaki? Because I don't know what I expected from the picture. I thought, there's not another Tamsinaki. There's only one Tamsinaki.
There's only one Tamsinaki.
For some reason, I just thought that it wasn't her. I don't know whether it's the comment or something about it made me think. Just gave me pause for just a moment before I was like, oh no, of course it's Tamsinaki. But thank you very much for sharing and liking and commenting. Anything like that, especially if it's a video that we put up and like people haven't like just warmed to. It's always nice to have a little comment in there that can start the ball rolling.
Gets the thing going. Yeah.
But
yeah, I also appreciated Tamsinaki going on Instagram and like responding to a dickhead comment, and it saved me the effort. It was great.
Oh really?
Yeah. Just one person went just put in the thing like man dressed in American attire reads Reddit post. I'm like,
oh, really?
what does that even mean?
Oh God. Do you know what? I mean, well, I had this whole thing that's like someone said, why are you reading it? And it's like, yeah, but we do it so fucking well.
Yeah.
It's not just reading it.
Don't be jealous that we found a niche and you can't fucking do it.
You could do it if you wanted, but you can't.
Try
you're
it.
Shit.
You'll fail because you're shit.
But the thing about it is that everyone's got things they want to do. Hey, if they joined in the show, they'd find it was fucking hilarious from start to finish.
Yeah.
But
there, I think that is one of the things about our society. There are people out there who just want to shit on everyone and everything.
Oh yeah, no, that's it.
There's no positive redeeming thing that anyone can do in their eyes. They just got to go out there and spread shit.
Haters gonna hate, mate.
Yeah,
they do. People do love. There's often, and I've said it before, on like Facebook is big for this, but it happens everywhere. It's like they see a thing and they want to say, how can I pick this apart? Their first thought isn't, oh my God, what a joyful, wonderful piece of comedy. What a wonderful shit. This must be fun. It's like, how can I take this apart? That's their first thought. Or if someone says, this was the first time ever somebody did this, they'll be like, I bet you it wasn't. Let's find out. Like, they never, ever, ever just take things at face. Never just accept. No. Never take it at face value. It's like, probably wrong, probably shit. What can I say? And that sort of shit.
Like a massive collective of bloctopuses.
Yes. I am the beginning, the end, the one who is many. I am the Borg. Shit me, we've got the entire Borg. Could I ask?
Can you all get your own accounts?
Yeah, could you all get your own accounts and follow? Because that's going to push things up.
I know that you are the one, but could you be the 13,000 or something? That would be much, much more useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duff Valley.
What up, Duff?
Welcome in. Good to see you. And Ali's here. Once again, good to see you. Numbers coming in. Numbers flooding in right now as we do This Is Happening. Now, if you've not seen This Is Happening, we talk about all the good things and the bad things that we've been talking about that have been happening to us over the week. And are they using the haps and naps?
They are using the haps and naps. That is working.
Yeah. Yes. So you can use the channel points to do haps and naps.
Yeah, we've got
and then we'll read them.
Yeah,
haps are good things. Naps are bad things. I should explain this if it's not clear to you.
True. Yeah.
I've got to explain it. Haps, something that is happening, something's hap is a good, excellent thing, and something is nap is a bad thing. So hap, for me, to give you an example, this weekend, I'm going to London for an entire weekend of musicals and shows and comedy and cool theatre and shit. That is hap.
Nice. So your coming weekend is hap.
Yes.
My last weekend was hap because so much like fun stuff happened. We played a lot of board games. Like it was a Friday night of board games.
Nice.
And because the board games weren't quite epic enough, although they were, we also had cake because it was the mother-in-law's birthday.
Oh yes. She wasn't in your bed then.
No. She's got her own bed. It doesn't have a frame, but
with a frame.
But yet still, she naps in that one instead of interloping on our marital bed. Yeah, like she's learned. Probably from us.
Yes.
And because that wasn't good enough, board games and cake, we then added in just randomly listening to Will Smith because, obviously we were playing Ticket to Ride, and every time you have to go to Miami.
Welcome to Miami.
Bienvenido a Miami. That goes straight into your head.
Yeah.
And then when that expired and they started playing the new Will Smith, obviously we're not interested in that. It's only like 90s.
Getting cheeky with it.
Exactly. We then turned to Daughtry and just listened relentlessly to Daughtry as well.
What a night.
Which Karis noted was not as uplifting, shall we say. More negative music from Daughtry. To which I said, shut the fuck up, Karis, and listen to Daughtry.
You don't know what you're talking about. Don't let Daughtry hear you say that. He, might be listening somewhere. Don't want kind of negative vibes to Daughtry.
It's true. He sings about, breakups and stuff. But don't most people?
Yeah.
Who wants to listen to happy music? What the fuck's the point?
No.
Waste of everyone's
That's
time.
it. People say, REM are very, very depressing and Radiohead are very, very depressing. And I'm like, these same people will be in their car when they have a breakup going, oh, this is exactly what I needed. But people like that kind of introspective shit. It makes them reflect on their lives. And it's like walking around like you're in your own personal music video.
I mean, it's often been said, I don't actually give a fuck what the music's about, as long as it's got a good beat and the cadence of it's good and it's nice to my ears. I don't give a shit what it's saying.
Before it goes to the top, I just want to see what Andy says. I have a quick question for you. I think I know what it says for you guys. Across the world, what do you call getting real drunk? Like we say getting fucked up or getting trashed or shit-faced.
We definitely say getting fucked up and getting shit-faced. We don't say trashed.
We don't say trash.
We don't use the word trash.
We could, and I dare say somebody has, but
yeah, we're not legally prevented or anything.
No one is.
but
like, what do you? I mean, getting pissed. We say getting pissed, but that's not real drunk. That's just normal drunk.
I think fucked up, shit-faced is what people say. There is one that people used to say, and I don't think that it's okay to say anymore. I think it is both racist and ableist at the same time. But that was a word that people used here in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
I was going to say, I think I might be thinking...
It's double M.
Oh, yeah. By the way, I was going to bring that up, and I can't bring it up because it's the kind of stupid thing. Right, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting pissed. Getting pissed. Yeah, we say getting pissed, but getting pissed is normally the remit of someone that's just getting normally drunk.
Yeah.
Like tipsy to kind of normally drunk. Not fucking wasted, I suppose.
Yeah,
wasted. Fucking wasted.
Yeah.
I would say...
3 sheets to the wind.
Fucking wasted.
Yeah.
Fucked up. And I just think if I got really, really drunk, I would just be like, I got so fucking drunk. Just stupidly fucking drunk. But,
Hap's not working. They are, Tamsin. You only get 2. And you've done your 2.
Yeah. I don't know. Clap really loud.
That's all you get!
Hanging. In the morning, Borg is right. Ian the Borg. Once you are really drunk, in the morning, you're hanging. Hanging, mate.
Fucking hanging. Yeah.
But you are correct.
Shit can.
That
is not one we use. That is very, very American, but I like it.
Shit can. I mean, I think I've heard that, but to everyone that's in the chat and wants to know, Fresh Cope, Andy's from Texas, and frequently we look at kind of things that mean different things.
Cultural differences
with
mostly
Fresh
about
Cope.
Swears and shit.
And if in England, if you get 1 drink and you're drinking it, that's fine. But if someone gets you another drink and now you've got 2 drinks, in England, you're double parked.
Yeah.
But in America, I'm right in saying you're double fisting. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, but not in that context.
Like if you've got 2 drinks on the go in America, you're double fisting because you've got 2 drinks in your hands. Have you not heard this? I thought you were going to say you'd heard this.
No.
I bet you.
No.
Let's see, Fresh Coat, double fisted.
No.
Have you not?
I cannot possibly walk up to anyone, regardless of gender, and tell them that they are double fisted. Not going to happen. No, thank you. That is fucking no. No, unless I, am double fisting them. Obviously, that's a different matter.
Like this? How would you double? I don't.
Well, you're probably gonna have to twist a bit. Like
it
doesn't just go in, does it?
You've got to twist if you want to fist. Is what you're telling us.
Yeah.
Hey, Hannah.
Shame the therapy fund isn't working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double fisted. If I went to see Andy in Texas I had 1 drink and he gave me another one, I'd be like,
a point of seeing to him being double fisted, is what you're saying.
Yes. I'd be like, hey, Andy, have another drink when you've already got one. And he'd be like, oh my God, I'm double-fisted, buddy. And I'd be like, that's how he talks. And I'd be like, yeah, you are. Hate a double-fisting. But I'm glad. Double-fisted sounds like a wild night. It does.
Us Brits are too polite, clearly. We just put drinks on tables. Yeah, we don't put them anywhere else. Well, sometimes we do. Remember the butt tampon of rum?
Oh, yeah.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
That was a thing.
I'm just trying to read these bits and pieces. But, yeah, I mean, telling people they're double-fisted is a way to go viral on tickers. Tickers. You've made Harmstone say it now.
Tickers, yo. I did warn him that I'd started calling TikTok tickers, and I said he would probably hate it, and he was like, "No, I'll probably be okay with it." And then I said it, and you saw what happened.
Yeah,
he's not a fan.
But that's it. I have been triple parked on red wine before, because red wine can take quite a long time to sip and stuff like that and enjoy. And
so in the words of someone, that's red wine.
Yes. Yeah. UB40.
He hasn't even got the song for it. They.
Well,
whatever.
Quite. But so having 2 glasses of red wine is one thing, but having a third glass, like drinking one and having 2 lined up, fucking hell, you'd be there all night. That was the point. But
yeah, I always think that's simply red, probably because I've just got red on the mind from the actual song. But UB40 makes sense. I was contemplating getting a shed this week. Why, Harmstone?
Why would you want a shed? Won't your dad buy a shed?
What are you going to do in it?
Listen, if we've learned one thing about sheds,
it's a great place for a double fisting.
in the shed? Might be house hunting. What? You're getting a house? What? You're moving out? Why don't you leave with that? Triple parked, you'd struggle to be triple fisted. I'd struggle to be fisted.
Well, I've only got two fists, so we'd have to involve new people, wouldn't we?
I thought you would have a more like a non-curse word proper saying for getting shit canned, like, oh, I was done in last night. Well, I think did people say they were done in?
Yeah, people do say they were done in, but
most people don't have a standard non-curse phrase.
The thing you will learn about British people, Andy, is that when given the option between a curse version and a non-curse version, we will always take the curse version.
Yes.
So
when I think about,
there may well be non-curse versions, but we've all forgotten them through lack of use.
Yeah. It's the thing about this is that by finding yourself in a situation to describe really getting drunk, the vehemency of really getting drunk doesn't really work unless you've got a good swear word to go with it. Otherwise, you're just tipsy, and that's just like merry.
Yeah.
When you're getting on your way to being drunk, it's all happy.
What is your favourite one for when you feel you are like pissed beyond recognition? How would you describe yourself?
Pissed beyond all recognition. I think fucked up is what it would be, but I don't tend to think about it in that way. And the more I don't at the time,
when describing it the next morning, like
I was so fucked up.
I usually go with off my fucking tits.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'd say I'm fucked face, says Duff. Yeah.
Fuck face. That's another good one.
And that's not even when he's drunk. That's just every day.
Yeah.
Squiffy. No, squiffy is the lowest degree.
Squiffy is like tipsy. It's like merry. It's like, you know, that couple of drinks
are starting to blur the lines.
Yes. They're all like characters out of Lord of the Rings. Like tipsy, merry, squiffy,
happy, sleepy,
Pippin,
dopey,
grumpy. Off my tits is good. Off my tits though is often
drug related. Yeah.
If you're off your tits, you're normally tripping balls.
But I don't do drugs, so I use it to refer to drinking.
Yeah, I don't do drugs either.
Drugs are bad.
Slaughtered. Our slaughtered mate. I don't think you get a lot of slaughtered these days.
Slaughtered mate. Yeah. You need a spectrum of drunk.
Yes.
Did that come out after the spectrum?
The Commodore 64 of drunk.
Yeah.
I hate those blurred lines. You know you want it.
Hey.
The 7 little duffs. Tipsy, dizzy, edgy, remorseful, sleazy, queasy, and surly. Yeah.
Well played.
He knows his Simpsons.
Is Tipsy less or more than Squiffy? I think Squiffy is more drunk than Tipsy.
Yeah, just a little bit.
The Tipsy's got tip in it, so it's like you're between
Yeah.
stone cold sober and a little bit drunk. You're like tipping the edge. It's like that shit game show Tipping Point. Like Tipsy would be with you got a stack of coins just like on the precipice, waiting to fall in. You know it's coming, but it hasn't happened yet. And then you have that one drink and down all the coins come. I'm mixing my metaphors here, but you understand what I'm saying.
I can't remember what made me think of Stone Cold because you just said something. That was it.
Probably.
Do you know? I was watching. I was watching
Texas's favorite son, obviously.
Oh yeah, of course. I was watching Bengals versus Ravens the other night.
Sorry about that.
And in the middle of it, suddenly I heard the glass break, and I was like,
"Oh yeah, they play
like,
entrance
the fuck?
like wrestling entrance themes relentlessly in NFL stadiums. Like if you haven't been watching the NFL and heard like "Time to play the game," then you haven't.
Honestly, I was sitting there watching it with Aletha, and suddenly went. Down. I was like, what? And she was talking about something else. I said, "Is fucking Stone Cold coming in? What's going on? What's Stone Cold?"
And not to influence you in any way, but to completely influence you.
Yes,
there is a strong rumor that Stone Cold Steve Austin will be in the Royal Rumble this year.
Oh no! Now I want to watch it.
It could be the only good Royal Rumble for the rest of our lives. So you should probably watch it.
Wankered. People say wankered.
Wankered is a good one.
That's very British.
Good
wankered.
work, Will.
This is really good. I'm glad. Well done, everybody, and getting some good ones. Keep them coming. Oh ho ho! Pissed as a fart.
Hey,
that is true. Pissed as a fart.
Yes, that is a good one.
Yes, there's a phrase for you, Andy. Pissed as a fart.
Comdu, welcome in.
Welcome in, Comdu.
Nice to make your acquaintance, especially if you're going to come in with a stone cold tickers like that.
Listen. Comdu just comes in, walks into someone's stream and says, "Pissed as a fart," and then just hits the stunner, fucks us off. Welcome in. People who are new to the stream, if you don't know what's going on, I'm Alex. This is... Hey, look, have you got the thing?
I think it'll work.
I think it'll work.
Nameplates. Let's try that.
There you go.
Hey.
I'm Alex. I'm always be chatting. This is Jez at the Jez Show. We come together on Don't Get Me Started on DGMS Live, where we're across all socials, DGMS Live, to talk bollocks in a ranty way every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. So if you found your way here, thanks for dropping in. Really appreciate it. Come and join everybody in talking bollocks. And
we're currently in the section called This Is Happening, where we are specifically talking bollocks about hap things that are great that have happened this week, and nap things that have been bad. Shall we look at some of the chats?
Yes.
Haps and naps. Hap from Harmstone, the first 7 episodes of Traitors US, because I've not seen the last 3.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're watching a lot of reality TV, and
I have watched it all before Harmstone.
That's incredible.
I don't know how that happened. The king of reality television is behind me.
Unbelievable. And what do you think of it out of 10?
Ooh. 6.
Wow. Okay. Can I just get some perspective? What did you think of the Australian Traitors out of 10?
Also 6.
What did you think of the UK Traitors out of 10?
6.5.
Wow. So there's not a lot of variance there, you know.
Yeah,
because I might say.
The thing with the Traitors, and I'm sure lots of you have seen the Traitors at this point in some countries' denomination. Yes. The game itself is shit, but the interaction of the people and like all of that kind of thing, the people watching aspect of it is incredible.
It is.
So if the game was good, it would be a 10, but unfortunately the game is shit, and it comes back to 6.5.
I am the Borg.
6.
Hammered. Yeah. I don't think that's been said. And Hammered is a really good one.
Hammered is a really British one. Yeah.
Hammered, are you from the UK? And Comdu, are you from the UK?
I would suggest that the Borg are British from what they said earlier. I can't remember what it was.
I miss something?
But it was a very, very Britishism.
Okay.
Yeah.
The game is Mafia. Yeah, it's got many names as Resistance, Avalon, Wells of Miller's Hollow, Ultimate Werewolf, various bits and pieces that, Blood on the Clock Tower. It's all largely the same sort of thing.
Oh, I see. Rita and Ivan are dead. I am now Nicholas of Borg. So the artist formerly known as Make My Monster Grow or Where's My Autograph Book is now the Borg.
I see. I understand now.
It was me all along, Austin.
It was me, Austin. Oh, well, we've been talking to you like you're someone new, but now we know who you are. I can ignore you. I'm only kidding. Yes.
Where do I stand on Kate Harmstone? Well, this is another conversation that I can't have with you until you've watched the whole fucking series. So go and do that.
Let's proceed
Not now, obviously. Up on the next one?
Yes.
Go for it. There it is.
The concept of Blue Monday. It was created to sell holidays.
Oh, that's something to put in the sea. You're being premature there, Harmstone.
Sorry. Yes, we can get to that.
I pointed at it.
Sorry, you did, and I just read it.
It's entirely Harmstone's fault.
Hap. I bought baubles today, says Tamsin. Clever. Buying baubles out of season. I love it. That is Hap.
Much like pears, I like a good pear. I also like a good pair of baubles.
Also, Hap. A Tamsin teapot.
No wonder she ran out of haps. That could have been one hap, frankly.
Yes.
I bought baubles and a Tamsin teapot.
Perhaps she didn't know she was going to be restricted.
Well, then should have paid attention.
Hap crashed a pub quiz on Thursday to surprise a friend. Still won.
That's not even a humble brag, is it? That's just a
brag.
flat out brag.
Fucking amazing at quizzes, mate. It is Hap, though.
Yeah. I really fancy a pub quiz. I haven't been to a pub quiz in ages.
Well, the thing is, the one that is...
most pub quizzes are on Tuesdays, aren't they?
Yeah. There's a good one on Sunday, but I won't be here, and etc.
Well, it's still the NFL season as well.
Of
Maybe
course,
we can partake in a pub quiz on a Sunday between the months of March and August.
Yes, that's the best time for us.
Sounds right. Duff's made his long-awaited return.
Yes.
That is Hap.
And Will's got toothache, which is Nap.
I hate that. I hate that. As part of the delve into tickers, some things that I never thought I needed to see and probably don't want to see, but I'm seeing anyway. Lots of like tooth videos on TikTok.
Nope.
Like people like excavating like cavity teeth and then filling them in quite nicely.
Nope.
And I'm like, hey, that's a good dentist. Like it looks like a tooth when you're done. Fair play. That looks pretty good. Yeah.
I don't like
that, and pimple popping. That's all over tickers.
Yes,
as well.
it is. I don't like that either, but I'm slightly more okay with it. But I don't like
and fishing shit out of people's ears.
So that I'm okay with that. That sounds super satisfying to me. But teeth can no. I think I feel about teeth the way you feel about feet. I don't know if that's entirely exactly the right
teeth
analogy.
Are wrong.
Teeth are.
Do you not like looking at teeth?
Not really.
No.
In fact, right now this whole conversation makes me very uncomfortable.
There we are. Then I think you are right. That is your feet. Yeah.
Teeth. It sets my teeth on edge talking about teeth, and sometimes I'll be at work and they'll say, I went to the dentist the other day, had to get a big drill and it had to drill my teeth. And I'll be like, no, can we not talk about like this? And they say, oh, really? What was it like? Oh, it was very, very, it took a long time. And I'm like, can we stop? And they were saying, I went to the dentist. I'm like, this is not an invitation to keep talking about teeth.
What part of shut the fuck up are you not getting here?
Stop talking. And they're like, so anyway, teeth. And I'm like, oh, I'll tell you what, I've got real pain in, and I'm, shut up. I don't want to hear it.
The only thing I can't do with teeth, and it's not just when I do it, it's when other people do it as well. It's when people knock their cutlery off their teeth. It absolutely goes through me. And like when people do it in the same room as me, I'm like, please, just you have to stop. I'm begging you. You have to stop, or I'm gonna like vomit on you.
I've got to stop talking about it.
Yeah. Next, we've already discussed the fact that Tamsin can't count. Hap says H-Sports hit day 365 on Duolingo.
Good
today.
work. That's a
Very
great
nice.
streak. That's incredible.
Isn't this a leap year? Doesn't she need to do one more day before it's actually a year? Is it a leap year? I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't know. But at any rate, I Am the Borg is back.
I'm back. I'm better than ever.
Andy, seeing Cowboys make the playoffs. Oh God, what did he? He had to do that, didn't he? Why did he do it?
Is it nap for you?
It's nap
it is
for
nap
me.
for you.
Yeah, it's nap up there.
But Andy, are you a Texans fan? Because that seems far more like masochistic.
I thought he was a Houston Texans fan.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's God.
Jesus. Yeah.
It's probably suitable to say at this point that my nap is that the Bucks lost to the Cowboys.
They did.
But
and how?
But the problem with that is that I saw it coming. I knew it was going to happen. There was nothing I could do about it. I don't know why I say it like that. There's nothing I could do about it, but I could see we were going to lose, and then we lost. So,
well, I mean, stemming from the conversation that we had the other day, not on DGMS, but perhaps it was your lack of belief that was the problem.
Yeah.
You didn't believe it enough, and therefore the team did not get the sufficient belief vibes that Tom Brady needed to not throw fucking interceptions in the red zone.
I think all my belief. Listen, can I just say we'll always have Munich. That was if we always know that Brady's going to go at some point, and that team is going to go. But for that moment, it was that perfect moment in Munich at the Allianz Arena. I said it right.
You did.
And it was just like, so we'll always have Munich. Let's just leave it there. Perfect. When we were on our way there, I think I might have said this to you. Me and Aletha were in the queue, and another Bucks fan was in front of me. It was really obvious, and I got chatting to him, and we were talking about it, and he said, "I just hope we win." I said, "Oh yeah, listen." And I dropped him. I said he's never lost internationally, so we'll win it. And this English person dropping some Brady facts like that must have confused the guy. But he said, "I don't care if we don't win another game. I just want us to win this one." And I kind of knew where he was coming from.
But also, he manifested that, so it's
on
like
him.
His fault, your fault, all of you Bucks fans' fault that you didn't.
I don't think I have that level of power.
Like, I've seen the Bucks.
I'm not superstitious either.
Live more than any other team. I don't know how
You're
that's
welcome.
happened. Well, I do know how that's happened.
Just
this guy and the fact that they come here all the time.
Yeah.
But Andy, I'm sorry you're a Texans fan, but thank you very much for the number 1 overall pick in the draft. Much appreciated.
We're getting a bit football-y here. Let's see if we can.
If you do want some football, go ahead and follow me on social medias at Jez Sports.
Yeah,
where I do an American football podcast every week called 2 Minute Warning.
Yes,
and I may have given the Texans some choice words this past week when they fired Lovie Smith.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck, indeed. But moving on, what else is nap and hap for you?
Let me say, nap for me was just the Bucks. And even by the way, like, it was so obvious that it's, what do I say about it? I've got so many haps though.
Okay, well, lay them on me, man.
I'll quickly say, like, this is the playoffs. I'm loving it. And this coming week, Aletha, for my birthday, not for my birthday, for Christmas, sorry. For Christmas.
For Jesus' birthday.
For Jesus' birthday. We're going to see Noises Off in London, which is the greatest farce ever written, and I'm a bloody big fan of Noises Off. And it's not always on, ironically, but and it's brilliant. It's so good. If you get a chance to see Noises Off, thank me later. But it's so good, and we're going up to see that. She said, make sure the 21st of January is free, okay? And she didn't tell me what it was. And I was like, okay. She said, I've got something. It's nailed on. Make sure the 21st of January is free. And I went, sure. And then I was sitting having coffee one day and flipping through my phone on Today Ticks, which is my discount thing. And it'll come up with things like, you should watch The Burnt City. You should watch this thing. And it came and it said, you should watch coming 21st of January. You should watch Noises Off. And I went, oh my God, we've got to get tickets for this. When is it? 21st of January. It clashes with that thing that she's got for me. And then my brain started to go around. I was like, it clashes with Lisa needs braces. Dental plan. I was just like, oh, that's it. So I bought her tickets to see Phantom on the Friday. So we're going to go to Phantom. Then we're going to Noises Off. Then we're going to see a comedian I like called Alex Edelman. And then we're going to see The Burnt City again. So it's all theatre all weekend. And then hopefully once we get out of the theatre, we can go and see once we get out the comedy on Saturday, we can find a sports bar somewhere in London.
Oh, hell yeah. That would be cool.
To watch, I want to say it's Jags Chiefs, but I could be wrong. Anyway, so all I'm saying, I guess, amongst the many things that I've got up there, is so many shows. So I've got a whole weekend of shows. I'm feeling very good.
Nap from me, but also Karis. It's cold.
It's
so
cold.
Fucking me off. Can it not be winter anymore?
It's so freezing.
And I just keep coming back to all of you summer-hating pricks complaining about it being too hot. I'm like, look what you've done once again.
They didn't do this to you.
They did do it to me.
No!
It would still be summer if they would shut the fuck up. I'm sure of it.
By sheer will alone, it could still be summer. Much like my causing the Bucks to lose.
Stop making it cold
If
because
we
you
just
don't like
believe-
sweating or something. Just take a shower. Take your phone in with you. Enjoy some YouTube. That's what it's for.
Yeah. Haps from me. Oh,
Yeah, I do want to know about one of those because I'm like, what? Orgasm boxes? Is that what that says?
it says it does. I like to jizz in a box.
Jizz in a box.
No, that says organized boxes. I had a big tub of like a massive kind of box, like a really useful box that's huge, and all of my tech was in it.
1. Cut a hole in the box.
2.
Stick your dick in that box.
Step 3.
That's just how we do it.
I had a big box full of all my tech, and it had
full of all of your deck.
and effectively over time, and whilst we're doing this all the time, so we're working a lot on it and stuff and thinking about it, stuff just got added to it, and wires get wrapped up after like DGMS 100 and shoved in there, and over time
boy, did shit get shoved in that box after DGMS 100.
So as a result, make her open the box. That's it.
Yeah.
Bit like a big rubber band pile of kind of twisted up stuff. There's just cables everywhere. So what I did was I went and bought 4 beautiful, nicely sized, really useful boxes, and I took every cable out and I wound them up, and I put all my USB cables together and all my big mic cables together and all my other stuff together, and it basically separated them all out, and it looks so good. So it does not say orgasm boxes, but after I did it, I did orgasm all over them.
Did you find your the cable for your keyboard in the end?
Yes. Yeah, I think yes I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But strangely, I didn't find the other one.
After he flat out accused me of stealing his cable.
Yeah. Well, I presumed you just gone like this, like a grabbing machine at the arcade. But actually, no, I don't know if I did find it, but I did find one, so I found it. I love a really useful box. So one of my best things there is I organize my boxes and they look beautiful. Been jizzing in a box. Been a jizzing in a cardboard box. It's going to make it a little bit kind of, the structural integrity of that box is going to go downhill pretty rapidly. But yes, I just got real organized. Here's the other thing that I'm happy about is I said to you earlier, my insurance is coming up soon.
Oh yeah, I didn't get to hear the end of this story.
I don't remember
how
I said I'd save it, but I don't know how I'm going to save it because
you told me the whole story.
Oh yeah, now I remember. Right, yeah. So, but I can't remember what was annoying me about it. Right, maybe this should go in the sea.
Oh yeah. Well, my plan to finish This Is Happening by past has gone terribly, terribly wrong. So maybe we should we segue straight into C?
Yeah,
so
do
that
it.
You can say it there.
Yeah,
okay.
do it.
I think some things are going in the sea. If you've got anything that you would like to go in the sea, use the channel point now. This is Get in the Sea. Won't you come with me? Gonna eat it in the sea. Won't you come with me? Gonna throw it in with glee. If you really, really hate it and you'd love to desecrate it, won't you come along with me and put it in the sea? I don't know if the splooshes are working, but we'll find out. Test sploosh?
Test sploosh.
Test sploosh. Splooshes are working, everyone, as you were.
Splooshes away. This is a segment called Get in the Sea. The world is full of terrible shit that just annoys the fuck out of us, and it needs to be thrown directly into the sea to get rid of it, basically. And we've been putting things in the sea for fucking ages now.
About 60 episodes or so. What was the first one? Let me
You've
just
got it down there. I got rid of mine.
Let me just consult the spreadsheet.
The spreadsheet very kindly put together by
managed to manifest
Mr.
itself
Harmstone.
completely independently of any person. 28 was the first C,
Wow.
so over
And
almost
we're
80
on 112.
Episodes. Oh, over 80 episodes. I can't math. Yeah. Okay.
So what generally happens is if something's moved us to want to go in the sea, we just fucking put it in there. And if you suggest something, we can ratify it. Or
we do have a suggestion, but you should get to yours first, and then we'll check out what other people think.
I think people can probably work out what's going on with this, but like I went to renew my car insurance, and it is partway through February when I have to renew it, but they're starting to give you renewal quotes, and it's good to get it done in a couple of weeks before it's meant to happen, or a few weeks before, because you're getting slightly better deals than if you leave it. You'll still get a reasonable deal, but it's a little bit worse. So like I never do it. I always look at it about the beginning of February, then a few days into February, I'm like, I really must look at that. Then a week into February, and it gets further and further until it's right on the day before, and I'm like, shit. So anyway, So what happened last year is that my renewal quote was less than the best they could possibly do, because the rule, if you don't know it, and you really should, is that you should just switch every year, change through an aggregator, and find someone better, because your renewal quote will be shit anyway. And mine was fine last year, but this year, right? They said it's the audacity, Jeremy. It's the audacity. They said to me, "Oh, fuck these guys so much. Oh man, I fucking hate them."
Other audio editors are available.
I forgot what I was saying. So they sent me a message. It was Hastings Direct, and Hastings Direct sent me an email that said, "Last year, your annual price for your insurance." I can't even speak. Insurance. Last year, your annual price for your insurance was £280. This year, we're happy to report it'll be $362. Do you know what the fuck? It's not even close. 280 up to 362. And then someone said, what they've been told now is that they're not allowed to give new customers better deals than existing customers. I said, well, that's largely irrelevant based on this situation.
Yeah, because you're an existing
customer.
I'm
an existing customer. They should be like, fuck, Hastings Direct. Meow, meow. It's just not close, by the way. And if it just been like last year it was 280, now it's
285.
Yeah, something like that. You might go.
I think I'd go as far as like 310. I think that's like £30 of inflation over a year. Yeah. Fair enough. I would go with that.
But I was saying you can't go backwards. You can't say, listen, we're better than everyone else. We're gonna beat it. And like,
yet another year I haven't fucking crashed my car, and you're gonna charge me less, right?
Yeah, another year of not crashing my car. Another year older, another year better, blah, 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 equals go fuck me. No, not fuck me, fuck you. And I went
fuck you, fuck me, fuck you.
I went onto like confused.com. I went onto a few of them, but confused.com was the best, and it's the one I've used a few times. And I found that I got a better deal than last year. Yeah. So I found one which is going to save me money, and it was going to go to 244. So from my 280 to 244 is my insurance. I'll tell you how much insurance is, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. But knowing it's 244 and knowing that theirs is 362, I'm just like, you're never going to get there. So I rang them up, because you have to ring them up. They force you to ring. You can't just like chat or send them an email, cancel on. You have to ring them up. And I rang them out, and they said, "We're really sorry you want to leave." And I'm like, are you though?
You're not.
Because it was your arrogance that put us here in the first place, right? Because if you were truly, we value your custom, we really wish you weren't leaving. Right. Well, so fucking give me a good fucking option then.
242 quid it is then, is it?
If you really truly, don't give me this fucking...
But they all do it. Like, not to shit on Hastings Direct, but they all do it.
I know they all do it.
Your renewal quote is always vastly more than the original, and then you phone them up to cancel because you found a reasonable deal, and they're like, do you not want to be charged 100 quid more then? Is that not what you're looking for in this transaction? Oh shit. Well, we're really sorry about that.
It's so fucking... I know, we all know, you know, everyone watching this knows the game. The game is they hope
it's Triple H.
Yeah. Time to play the game. It's all about the game. It's all about Hastings Direct and how you play them. We all know that what they're hoping is you're lazy and you're not going to bother, and you're just like, just fuck it. I've got too much going on. Let it roll round, and
they're right.
And they greasily take more money.
To be fair.
And they hope you won't spot it. And the email's gone past. It's been a few months now. Fuck, I've got to do that. Thank God it's auto-renewed. It's a bit more money. And I know that's what it is. But, like, when you ring up, you should at least go like, okay, you got us. We're being fucking shitty with you. Now we'll give you the real price. When I spoke to her, she was like, well, if you let us know... She said, this is based on... And this is the other thing that annoys me. This is based on last year's data, rolled forward one, presuming no change in your circumstances, except that you've got an extra year of no claims bonus. And that basically with that basic information of no changes, that's what's led to this. I'm like, I've had that with the aggregators, and they gave me 244. So tell me another one, prick. So like, it's such...
So you're telling me because you did not solicit new information from me, you're trying to fuck me over? Is that it?
I'm being punished? Fuck you. Don't even try. You know. And now they said, if you give us
me an email.
If you give us new information, she said, if you give us new information, she said, because I just couldn't be bothered to play the game. So when I rang her up, I said, "Hi, just talking about renewal quote. It was 280. It's now gone to 362." And she said, "Okay. And would you like to discuss it?" And I said, "No, thank
Not really,
you.
I'm out.
Let's go." And she was like, "Oh, you want to cancel?" I said, "Yeah. Why are we bothering? You're not going to beat it. Let's cut to the chase."
Did you actually say that?
Yeah.
Nice.
And she said, "Oh, have you found another person? Have you found another
No, I was just going to dick
company?"
around uninsured, actually.
I should have said that.
Do you know how to save 360 quid? Don't spend it at all.
Don't have insurance.
That's the way to do it.
And I wonder why people don't. But then what happened was I said, "Yeah, I have." And they said, "Who is it with?" And I said, "It's with these people." She said, "Have you been with them before?" I said, "No, I just picked the best, cheapest option. It's 244 quid. You can't beat it." And then I hit the stone cold stunner. The glass broke and,
And that was the end of that.
and then I pinned her. 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. Anyway, I know this has gone on for a bit, but I'm just like angry. and that's why.
So what is it specifically that you're putting in the sea here? Is it renewal quotes?
Yeah, let's do renewal quotes.
Okay, yeah.
Renewal quotes are going in the fucking sea. It's more of a fuck you when someone else
Twats your car.
twats your car for you, and then they try and bump it up because of someone else's major malfunction.
Yeah.
Fuck yes. I mean, that hasn't happened to me, but I know it does, and fuck, you're
Yeah.
not wrong, Comdu.
Like the last car I had, like people just kept fucking crashing into it in car parks and shit. And I'm like, I'm not claiming this on insurance. It's a waste of my time. I'll just repair it myself. And which kind of defeats the point of the insurance, really. But
Yeah, I
that's
know.
what you do. That's what has to happen.
Carrogance. I mean, that's
The
exactly
carrogance of it. all.
Carrogance. From Hastings last year. This year's total price 521. Last year's total price 495. I mean, stop.
It's just you, mate. They just fucking hated you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Let's find.
So yeah, that's really what I wanted to put in, and it had to go with. I'm surprised, why are we out? Oh my god. Anyway,
Something to put in the sea, says Harmstone. The concept of Blue Monday. It was used to sell holidays.
is it?
Probably. I mean, regardless of whether that's true or not, the whole concept of Blue Monday fucks me off because there's two messages here. One is you should be sad at this point in the month because it's so far removed from Christmas, and I'm like, no, fuck you. Actually, I'm feeling fine. Don't drag me down with your bullshit.
Excellent point.
Secondly, the notion that you can't feel shit the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't feel shit the day before Christmas because it's nearly Christmas, isn't it? But 3 weeks after Christmas, then that's the appropriate time. We've got a day for it, mate. Don't take the piss. Don't feel depressed on Christmas Eve or anything.
Remember, they say it's the most wonderful time of the year,
And for
so-
some it isn't.
And now
That's
for this
fine.
one, it's it's the most shitty time of January, and it's also Blue Monday. I should say, when someone says Blue Monday, all I can think of is Blue Monday by New Order, and that is a fucking banger. I don't want to hear a bad word said about Blue Monday. Do you know Blue Monday? It's
I don't.
Do you know this song? Is that good
I
enough for you?
No.
Goes, how does it feel? There you go, Fruit Bat Spoon, to treat me like you do. Everybody at home. Anyway, Blue Monday is fucking incredible, and if you don't know Blue Monday, just fucking sling that shit on. Not now, because you won't be able to hear us. But so when everyone says, "Well, it's Blue Monday today," I'm like, "How does it feel?" And they're like, "What's he doing?" Treat me like you do.
Was that song written in opposition of Blue Monday?
I
Why is
don't-
it called Blue Monday?
Started
him again.
Anyway,
I'm gonna start calling it Green Adjacent Day Before Tuesday, so that we don't have all of this again. So
you love it.
I'm in agreement, and yes, absolutely. Collective one. As someone with bad mental health, depression is a yearly gift, not just January. Exactly. So the whole notion of it is shit, and it fucks me off. So I'm very happy. I don't care what you think.
No, I agree with you. I was just going to say...
In which case, I will allow you to speak. Carry on.
Thank you. I agree with you. And also, because I know all I can say is I don't know about the point about it being cynically designed to sell holidays, which was the original point that Harmstone was making. Aside from you have excellent reasons for wanting to put it in the sea regardless of that.
I do get it.
I get it, but is it...
Because I understand the concept of it is,
You feel bad, you want to book a holiday to make yourself feel better.
Yeah, so you got something to look forward to is kind of the notion of that. But I don't think that is what it's become. I think it is just a really crap way of trying to raise mental health awareness. There are much better ways.
I see. Yes, it is also. I got something in my email at work about that. It's Blue Monday. You're probably feeling bad, and then a whole lot of mental health stuff. And I'm like, but they are good the rest of the way. I guess I don't know. But that's not really the point that we are trying to make.
No, my point is, if you are having problems with your mental health, reach out to your friends and to everyone, whatever day of the year it is. Don't just do it on Blue Monday because it's bullshit. So yeah, here we go. Blue Monday, C.
Wow, look at that's a big sploosh. Bow, bow, now, 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 boop, doo, 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 doo. Honestly, that's such a tune. I don't know if you'd love it, but you should because it's amazing. I gotta stop, but I don't want to.
Okay, that's enough green adjacent day before Tuesday. Thank you very much.
Am I not allowed to put things into? Is Tamsin not allowed to put things in the sea?
Well, that's. Oh no, sorry, that is capped at 2 people total.
Oh shit.
So, or maybe 3. And it's 3 because here are 2 and 3. So no Tamsin, you got to wait till next week.
Gotta be quick. Gotta be quick.
Apparently today's shit on Tamsin Day.
Oh my god, Tamsin can't do anything.
I'm not mad at it. It's fun.
I love it.
Something to put in the sea from Dr. Fruitbat. Bags of rice. They're basically cereal bags, and those open beautifully. So why do all rice bags tear vertically at the slightest provocation and coat your kitchen in fucking rice? Right, I'm going to stop you right there, Dr. Fruitbat, because... microwave rice is a thing. The only people that need to have actual rice are Survivor players. Everyone else can use micro rice. Stop fucking around with this shit rice.
No, I disagree.
And we can't put it in the sea because
it will swell up.
People are rightly suggesting it will swell up and it will just dominate everything. Poor Godzilla won't be able to move.
Sludging through the rice.
So much rice, not even warm. I don't know why Godzilla talks like a robot. Maybe it's Mecha Godzilla.
Maybe it is. What I will say is, microwave rice is all well and good, but it's not as cost effective as a cheap big bag. You'll get more from your money out of something like that.
But counterpoint,
yes,
fuck that shit.
Well,
you can't. Nobody can cook actual rice.
I can cook actual rice.
You're a liar. It's not a thing.
You ate actual rice tonight.
Yeah. Did you cook it?
No.
Well, there you go then. Shut the fuck up.
But I can cook it.
Nobody can cook actual rice.
But how did you get it?
I don't know. I assume she microwaved it.
It's magic.
Yeah.
She can cook actual rice. And she can cook it, and I can cook it. But the point of this isn't the cooking, right?
If you have some rice, you can cook it. Except you can't.
Now. Grab that rice.
Still very lumpy.
Aside from all of this, the point that Dr. Fruitbat made, which I agree with...
the packets more than
the packets, honestly, regardless of how you got this, the packets are... You can't open a packet of rice without it breaking up the side or splitting down the bit. And then the rice pours out down the side and you're like, oh, fuck me.
But you know why, don't you?
No one has made an easy open packet of rice.
By design, because otherwise you would have the same packet of rice for your entire life. There's a reason that it splits. It's so that you fucking get rid of it and go and buy more rice.
I believe you.
Because no one can cook it. You do one portion out of it. You burn that rice. Then you're like, well, this didn't fucking work, did it? I'll just go and use the micro rice. And then the rest of the packet sits in the cupboard waiting for you to shred it all over your kitchen.
Listen.
That's rice.
That's rice. That's what the people say.
You know, some of us actually eat our bags of rice, right? Lies.
Lies from the tablecloth.
Lies and false propaganda.
La 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 la. This is so good. I agree with you, Dr. Fruitbat, and I think no one's thought to make it. You kind of you try to pull it apart like this, and you're pulling it apart, and you're like, oh, I think I can do this. I think I can go fuck yourself. And then you're like, oh, so listen. I'm with him, and I want to put it in the sea for him.
Packets.
The packets being uneasy open rice.
Yes, packets.
Packets.
Right.
Like you said, cereal packets you open easily.
Rice packets.
Rice packets.
Rice packets.
Packets.
Not putting rice in the sea.
No, I like rice.
Yeah.
Rice packets.
Yeah. Okay. Rice packets in the sea.
Do it.
There's a few of them.
Several packets of rice.
Several packets of rice, but not the rice.
No.
Rice is not in the sea.
No.
I don't want to do that to
I've come up with design, or design has pissed me off in the past, that someone knows the design of their thing is shit and yet they don't seek to make it better. So yeah.
Yeah, I had something like that the other day and I can't remember what it was, but I'm like, why are you like this? And our third and final suggestion for things to go in the sea. Nobody else had any suggestions.
No, I didn't see any others.
So it's lucky that we capped it at 3, really. From Keris, the millions of extra throw cushions people put on beds/sofas so you don't have space to sit. Throw them in the sea so I can sit down.
Now, has this happened to you, Keris,
where
recently?
Where have you been, Keris? So,
you don't have this round your house or your bed, presumably.
No.
Some people put pillows on.
Fuck you guys. Probably for this and for saying that she hasn't got any.
Some people put pillows or throw cushions on their parcel shelf, Jeremy. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, yeah, I have seen that.
Right?
How do you see out the back of your car?
You wait and you brake really hard and it all falls off, and then you have to go and put them back again. Like a cunt.
That does sound like fun.
If you had someone in the back, you brake and it would hit the back of the head.
It's like a game. How fast do you need to go to hit the brakes to get the cushions off your parcel shelf?
That's a good question.
This is a fun game.
But
dangerous, and I hope my insurer is not watching. But but fun.
Yes, there is a thing. The millions and the millions
of throw cushions.
Throw cushions that for some reason you go around someone's house and it goes like cushion, and you're like, I want to sit down, so you have to like take all the cushions off. Especially in bed, people love to put them in beds. Like at the top, it's like pillow, bedspread, eider down, cushion, and it's like, really?
No.
You really don't want to have sex with me? That's what you're telling me right now. It's like, well, we would have sex if we could get to the bed, but alas, and I'm just like lying on the top of it. I'm with Keris on this, but what's your opinion?
I'm with her as well. Yeah. It just prompted me to think of something the other day that really bothers me, and I'm wondering if it bothers other people. Because it probably doesn't. And it's not like a controversial opinion. It's just a wondering of if it's a thing or not.
Yes.
I don't like sitting on like, say you're sitting on your bed, like you get up and you're getting dressed in the morning. I don't like sitting on like my quilt bunched up and uneven. And so if I'm sitting on a sofa, I won't like to sit on like part of a hoodie or something.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit on something uneven because I feel like it completely like throws
does it jar you and makes you kind of feel a bit?
Yeah, and I just don't like it. And I'm wondering if that is a general feeling that people have, or whether it's another one of my
idiosyncrasies that only you have.
Jezcracies or whatever.
I agree with you, Jeremy. Okay. I don't like it either.
Yeah.
It does not happen enough to me to make me think, that's a thing.
It's mostly like my quilt in the morning because I don't make my bed or anything because, I'm not in the military or like 12.
And no one's telling you to do it.
Making me do it.
Doesn't matter.
Like I'm getting dressed and I go to sit on it and I'm like, and I just like aggressively invite them to go, fuck off, and yeet it all the other side.
Bunched up stuff can get in the sea, says Hannah. It's right. If you've got a thing and you're sitting down and you're kind of like, it makes it awkward. It feels all clusty.
I'm not on my own. But I am a person much like you that sits on my own foot all the time. So I might be slightly hypocritical.
But this is my foot. I feel this makes me feel comfortable.
Like I put it there. Yeah.
I'll decide. So yeah, with that, I really agree that awkward things like that. Sometimes I just want things. But people the world over want to be cozy and comfy, and it's very clear what makes you feel like you're snuggled into a nest. And if you're lying in your bed, because we have an electric blanket because it's fucking freezing, and that you have to flatten that out, lie down, get the stuff on, switch that on. But sometimes it rucks up. That's what it rucks up. And if you get get your rucks up, honey. And as you're lying on it, you just feel like, that's fucking annoying. That is. And then you don't want to put up with it. You have to kind of do something about it. So I'm with you. You've got a couple of things to put in the C then, because, shit that rucks up under you, however you want to phrase it. Bunched up things.
Yeah, bunched up things. Let's do that one first.
Bunched up kicks.
Easily definable. Bunched up things, C. Thought I'd bring out the splooshes I don't use very often. I don't know why I don't use them.
I like it.
And do we want to put stacks of cushions? Overuse of cushions?
Yes, overuse. Stacks of cushions on sofas and beds.
Okay, I'm going to use this one again.
Or stacks of cushions in general.
Yeah, I quite like this one, so...
Hit it.
Stacks of cushions, C.
We've never had a electric blanket before, so we just put it on top of the sheet. So it's a good point, Hannah. It probably should go under the sheet. But I never really thought about it. We just kind of stuck it on and didn't think about it. The other thing is that sometimes we don't want it on and we want to whip that off, basically. Sometimes we don't want it on because if it's not... I do
often want to whip it off in bed, to be fair.
If it's not required, it's kind of a bit surplus to requirement. We want to get rid of it. But, maybe.
Okay, here's another
question. It sits on top of the sheet. And
do people still use bed sheets?
Yeah, I've got a sheet. I've got a bed sheet.
Yeah.
What do you use?
Just the quilt.
Or just the quilt on top of
me, yeah.
So there's the bed.
Bed, like mattress, bed sheet.
But you said, yes.
Yeah, that's not a sheet, that's a bed sheet.
What did you say? Do people still use bed sheets?
No, do people still use sheets? So do they have a sheet between them and their duvet sheet them? Is that what people do?
Duvet sheet them, bed sheet. Oh, no.
Because that seems like a 1970s.
Superfluous as shit. Yeah.
Yeah. It's only in a hotel when you go to get in the bed and then you're locked in underneath this sheet.
I know, right? Do you know, I was watching Marry or Move On, The Ultimatum, where someone wants to get married in the couple, and so they give the other one an ultimatum. Listen, we're either getting married or we're moving on. And 6 couples come to do it.
Seems like an awfully long title that could be a lot shorter.
It really is.
Marry or move on, the ultimatum.
That's really nice. But that's what it's called. And at one point, these people were kind of the idea of it, and they'll have another season. We could just watch the one that's on Netflix. And what happens is they go, listen, guys, one of you gave the ultimatum to the other, and now we have to make a decision over the next few weeks what you're going to do. And what you're going to do is we're going to split you all up. Effectively, now you're all single. So you're all single. That's done. You're all now single in this room. And now we're going to repair you up with someone else. And you get to hang out with them, sleep in their bed, start a new relationship. And that puts pressure on it, whether you want to go back or the other person. Oh, no, I can't believe I made a terrible decision. Or this is the best fucking thing ever. And this person went round and was just and he's just getting into bed. And he's like, what's all this stuff? And he had a sheet, another sheet, and then an eider down, and then on top of the sheet, other sheet that folds back. And she had all these sheet, duvet, eider down, and comforter, whole thing. And
she's get dumped because she really should have.
Onto a big pile of pillows. That's what it was. It was just she was take the comforter off, then put this on, then bring the sheet in. And I was just and she was the one that gave no wonder the guy doesn't want to marry her.
How do they sleep? Doesn't that take up pretty much all of your night? Just getting into bed?
It was everything. First they take off all the cushions, then the eider down comes back, comforter comes back, sheet comes back, they get back. Oh my, fuck me.
Also, you keep saying eider down. I have no idea what the fuck that is.
I'm just picking different phrases probably for the same thing. But I think eider down is like a quilt, basically. But it's stupid kind of perhaps
it's not like
ancient phrases.
Like a Scottish woman. It sounds eider down.
Eider down. Can anyone give me a good definition? An eider down is like a quilt. It's like a duvet, I'm pretty sure. But I'm just trying to accentuate the stupidity of the many things that, But anyway. Yeah, so in that show, this person's saying, he's like, what's all this? Why have you got this on there? She's like, obviously, what, you don't? And it's
of course it does. Elder down comes from geese. Or is it ducks? Nobody really knows.
I went to buy a pillow at the bed shop over in Canterbury. Bedford, not in Bedford. And it was a really nice... And
people need to stay in their lane, man. Nobody should have bed shops except for Bedford.
I can't remember what the bed shop was called. It doesn't really matter. But I
Bed
went
shop.
bed shop.
Fuck bed store.
We went to see that because I wanted to buy a nice pillow, a pillow like you get at the hotel where you put your head into it and it goes flumph. I just wanted a big flumphy pillow.
I do not want a flumphy pillow.
Right.
I would like a nice firm memory foam pillow.
Yeah, this is interesting because I tried them, but they were just a bit too much. What I want is somewhere in between, like a firm plump is what I want. I don't want to plump down so it just goes to nothing, so you've just got sheet on sheet. I don't want it to plump into nothing. I want it to plump into a solid... Anyway, what I want and how I describe it is irrelevant to the story. The point of the matter was the guy was telling me, right, this is this sort of down. This is going to be goose feathers. This is this. And I said, I said, I like this one.
Did you use the word flumph to the sales assistant?
No, I don't know if I did say
Hi,
it.
can I help? Yes, I'd like a pillow with more flumph.
Yeah,
please.
greatest, a bit more flumphy.
Do you have some kind of flumph scale that I could consult here, perhaps?
Yeah, they did not, unfortunately.
A 2.5 flumph, is that
on the flump scale?
On the is this a 2.5? No, so that's the 3.5. Right. So is that more or less flumph than the 2.5? Which way does the scale go?
Yeah, it's like tog.
Yeah. Nobody knows what tog is.
No, nobody knows what the flump scale is.
No.
But there are lots of different types of down. And when I'm in a situation like that, I want to see if I can give them an easy pun. So I picked up the one that I thought I liked. I said, this is the English one. And he went, yes. And I said, duck down. And at that point...
You were expecting him to
for him to go like that. But he was like, that's correct. That's the English duck down. And I'm like, can I give you some advice for the future, old chap? When someone says duck down... I want you to duck down. He was like, right.
Good one, sir. Never heard that before.
It's just, but give us, this is what I came for.
That doesn't happen here anymore.
No.
Like customer service or even politeness in retail is dead. Gone, buried, cremated, thrown out at sea, sent in a rocket to the moon. Gone. Does not exist anymore. Everyone in retail is fucking miserable. And in some cases, justifiably so. But also, just fucking smile, some of you miserable cunts, will you?
There's just certain things that I would expect people to say if I'm in a shop. And if I go and buy shoes, and I try and put the shoe on, I'll say to them, I can't get my foot in the shoe. And they'll say, try it with the tongue out. And I'll go, I can't put my foot in the shoe. So, at least... try a few
I take
things.
it all back. I understand why you're miserable. you carry on as you are.
I went to a place to get some really nice shoes, and they give you the shoehorn because it's new shoes, and they want to put them in properly. And I said, is this the shoehorn? And she went, yeah. And I was like, toop, 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 toop. And I thought that was the funniest fucking shit. And she looked at me like, what the fuck is this? Anyway, feel free to use any of these.
I don't think they will.
They will. They'll all use them, Jeremy. They're amazing.
When you started this story, I was lining myself up for some gold that I could use.
Come on. Duck down's great.
That duck down was tenuous, but I was with it.
No, duck down.
And then it did not get better.
Try it with the tongue out.
Yeah, thank you, Tom. Welcome in. I would ask you to leave. Me too. You would not be buying a shoe from my shoe establishment on this day.
Try it with the tongue out. That's a good one. That's a good. I think that.
Try it outside. Yeah,
in the street.
Keep going. Thank you.
Oh, I miss so many stupid things.
Your father not put any of these on tickers.
Can you just go back up a bit?
I think we've had a pretty tickable day, to be honest with you.
Yeah, me too. What is it? It is moments like this that I remember you are my father's brother. Yeah. I was talking to Tom the other day. We were playing Gloomhaven, and he laughed just like Stephen. I mean, I know it shouldn't be outrageous, but not everything kind of goes straight down, from father to son. But they laughed so identically. It's brilliant. When he laughed, it was like Stephen laughing. I'm like, this is fucking amazing.
Will he be appalled to hear that, or
no? I think he'll be pretty happy to hear that. They are so similar, and yeah, Tom's got a lot of Stephen's qualities and turns of phrases and kind of just manner of speaking and I just can't explain it really. They're very, very similar. It's the Borton laugh. I don't know if I laugh like it as well. It's probably true. I have a very strange laugh from time to time. But anyway, I don't know how we got into this.
Those are all the things in the scene.
Duck down. Come on. Anyway, they've got so much stuff in the seat, and it's brilliant. Oh, I love it. Yeah. I love it. Shall we move on?
We should. Now, I think we should not bother with that.
Yeah.
Let's bin that.
Okay.
Shall we instead do this?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, let's move on. It's time for a little interlude.
Yes.
From the madness to create more madness in Drinkety Drink.
Drinkety drink, drinkety drink. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink. Drinkety drink.
The sounds of Alex frantically trying to find me a whiteboard so that we can play Drinkety Drink.
Yes.
For those joining us for the first time, and we do have a few tonight, what is Drinkety Drink, Alex?
Drinkety Drink is in no way connected to any other game shows where you have to fill in the blank. It's entirely original, and we've got 5 different little questions for you.
Fill in the drink.
Fill in the drink. Drinkety Drink is a game where you, the chat, are taking on Jeremy, and you're competing.
Take on me.
Jez. Take on Jez.
That's me.
The idea is that I'm going to read out 5, maybe 6 phrases that are missing a word in them, and you have to fill in the blank. Now, if you can think, the plan for you is to get in Jez's head and work out what Jez is going to say.
Under the hat, right in there.
In there. If you can match Jez, you get a point. Let me say it. If you can match Jez, you get a point. But if no one amongst you matches Jez, Jez gets a point, which is fair, really, because there's like so many of you in the chat, and say 7 or 8 of you pick something, and you only get 1 suggestion each. Got to take your first answer. Then there's like 7 or 8 people against you. You know?
Yeah, it's only fair.
Someone's going to hit what he says,
right?
Right?
Naturally win. Yeah. Is that not what you meant?
Yes, that is kind of what I meant. I was just reading back to see. It's really funny when you're all together. It's a very hearty laugh. It is a hearty laugh. I've got a bunch of things here. I'm going to read them out.
And I will not look at the chat so that they can give their answers.
And he's going to write it down on that board, and you're going to write it down in chat, and then we're going to read them out, and you get points. Score yourself, because I don't give a shit.
You can't count that high, frankly.
Absolutely can't. Okay. Eyes down, looking for a full blank. Question 1. Whenever he went to the cinema, Kevin annoyed his fellow film fans by loudly shaking blank on his popcorn. Whenever he went to the cinema, Kevin annoyed his fellow film fans by loudly shaking blank on his popcorn. Think about this. You go into the cinema, drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink. Sometimes I like to pick. I did pick one of our people's names that we have. Now, this person's called Kevin for some unknown reason. Whenever he went to the cinema, Kevin annoyed his fellow film fans by loudly shaking blank on his popcorn. Everyone put something in the chat. You get 1.
That is indeed double Z.
Tamsin says, well, you've written something.
I have written it.
Okay. Yes. Whenever he went to the cinema, Kevin annoyed his fellow film fans by loudly shaking jizz, says Tamsin. His dick, says Will. His money maker, says Harmstone. I like that. I really like that. Shaking and vacking to put the freshness back.
Now, I will say, I did not write that down.
No.
Yet, Dr. Fruitbat, you get a point anyway.
He's just given you straight up a point.
Yeah.
For being fucking hilarious.
I'm not clever enough for that, and that is fucking incredible. So you get a point. Congratulations.
Oh dear. Shaking his bell end, says Nick. It's Nick, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. I was gonna say penises, but it feels wrong. Well, is you gonna say penises? I'm gonna say
otherwise
penis.
you haven't said.
You haven't said anything.
Mm.
Alternatively, like a Polaroid picture. That's also a good one.
No points for saying nothing.
Well, Karis, I was gonna say penises. I'd have said penis if it was inside the box. If it was inside the popcorn box, well, maybe. But you got to Comdo. You're gonna say penis. You got to say something, or you might not get a point.
Yeah. It might not even match, and if it's just incredibly funny and clever, then you get a point.
Well, I've gone through everything, and I'm gonna move us along. I'll say, whenever he went to the cinema, Kevin annoyed his fellow film fans by loudly shaking
His cock.
His cock on his popcorn. So those people who wanted to say it but didn't say it, don't...
Box. Cock.
Gotta say it. Or they go and get a point.
Bit of extra seasoning.
So did Karis get penis in there at the end? I think so. Will gets a point.
Yeah, Will definitely gets a point.
Tamsin said jizz, and that's not the same.
No, it's not.
But
That's
Nick
what
said,
comes from the penis.
Nick said bell-end.
I will accept bell end as a point. Don't take that out of context, please.
Is Karis getting one for penis just at the end there? Comdu didn't commit to it.
I don't know whether Karis got that in time. I will let you adjudicate.
I think she did.
Okay.
So Karis can have a point. Fruitbat got a point anyway. Nick got a point for bell end, and Will got a point.
Oh shit! Stream Elements tries to do a quote thing apparently.
Jizz comes from the what? Man, Tamsin's got a surprise coming her way. Anyway, question two. Captain Brilliant. Why, I don't know. I just felt it was better than someone random. Captain Brilliant made the front page of all the papers. All
of them?
I know.
Wow.
I know. What did he do?
To be on the front page of the Sport and the Telegraph is pretty good going. Whatever could he have done?
And the National Post for some reason. Right?
And the Financial Times.
Yes. Unbelievable. All the papers.
And USA Today.
Yes. And the Weekly World News. Captain Brilliant made the front page of all the papers recently.
Including the Daily Planet.
The headline read, World's Biggest Blank. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink. Captain Brilliant made the front page of all the papers recently. The headline read, World's Biggest Blank.
I will accept my first answer, actually.
Drinkety drink.
I was going to change
Whatever you want to say. Whatever you want to say, try. Can I commit? Yes, Comdu. Yes. You can change it every time, or you could just say it each time, but yes, you can commit.
Yeah, you can. You don't have to think of a new one every time.
Can I just listen? I want to... He's coming. Captain Brilliant made the front page of all the papers recently. The headline read, World's Biggest Cock, says Harmstone. Bellend, said Will. Bastard. Correct, said Dr. Fruitbat. Penis, says Comdu. Fanny, says Nick. Ball, says Tamsin.
It's either cock or ball.
It's either cock or ball.
Yeah.
Or alternative, liability. That's a good one. World's biggest cock or ball. Is it a cock or is it a ball? Anybody else want to add in what they think Captain Brilliant made the papers for being world's biggest? I think we may have had everyone that's playing at the moment. So I'm going to read it out to you.
Okay.
Give you the chance to say it. Captain Brilliant made the front page of all the papers recently. The headline read, World's Biggest
Head.
Biggest. No one said head.
It's a pretty big head.
He's got a big head.
I mean,
and it's a headline.
I know not many of you, not all of you know Captain Brilliant, but he's been in all the papers now, so you should. He's got a big head.
Well, that's because he was in the National Post, which is a racing paper.
A comparable head.
He won it by a nose, you know.
This will not get one for bell end.
That's a type of head.
I'm going to say no.
On this occasion.
Because if I say no, that means I get a point. So.
Right, so 1 point to you, 1 point to Fruitbat, 1 point to Will, 1 point to... Oh, fuck it. I hope you remember what your points are. Right.
Do your own points.
Do your own points. I already lost. What?
Too busy writing and stuff.
Oh, Nick for Bellend. Okay, question 3. My uncle gets his consonants confused, which can be awkward. For example, he calls a duck a blank. My uncle gets his consonants confused, which can be awkward. For example, he calls a duck a blank.
Don't overthink it, people.
My uncle gets his consonants confused, which can be awkward. For example, he calls a duck a fuck, says Comdu. He calls a duck a frog, says Keris. He calls a duck a fuck, says Will. He calls a duck a cuck, says
I wanted to say a
Bell.
cuck, but that's a vowel, not a consonant. So I did want to say cuck. That was the answer that first popped into my head.
I see. I like, but listen, I don't think anyone gives a fuck. But anyway, I like.
You don't think anyone gives a cuck?
I don't think anyone gives a cuck. Cuck is great. When I was reading this earlier in my head, I thought cuck. But geese, says Harmstone.
Cuck is a consonant. The fuck? No, the letter that you would change.
Yeah, because it's like he calls a duck, so he changed the D. He gets his
Oh.
consonants confused.
Oh, then I'm a fucking idiot. I didn't know what I was talking about.
Yeah, but I didn't want to bring that up.
Yeah,
But anyway, yes, cuck is good.
my brain.
He might not have said cuck, so it doesn't matter. I like cuck. Sounds weird. Just let me move on. Geese.
I think for my stupidity,
Yes.
and the fact that I did want to put that and would have put that were I not a fucking moron, I do think Indecisive Elf, welcome in, by the way,
Yes.
gets a point.
Have a point, my elfin friend. Geese and goose. Chicks and ducks and geese got a scurry. Harmstone has geese. Tamsin gets goose. I am the Borg, says cock. I think that's everything. I think I win. I'm happy. I'll go back to silence. Silent. Enjoy the silence. Okay. There's a lot of stuff here. Fuck, frog, fuck, cuck, geese, goose, cock.
Fuck frog, rule 1, bro.
My uncle gets his consonants confused, which can be awkward. For example, he calls a duck a
Fuck.
fuck.
See, because that is changing the consonant,
Yes, it is.
unlike C, apparently.
So Comdo gets a point for fuck, and I think Will, just off the top of the screen, gets a point for fuck. But I don't think anyone else committed to fuck.
No one else did.
Do you want to tell me what your real name is, and I can say it, or I'll just keep calling you Comdo?
Do you really like it?
Do you really want
Is
it?
it wicked?
Is it wicked? We're loving it. Right. Don't know why I did that. Right. Fuck frog store. Meow. I mean, I don't know the etymology of comdo. I guess we'll find out in the end.
Fucking
It's
up
like-
the English language is
like a bit-
thirsty work.
It is. Question 4. She knew deep down it was irrational, but Selma couldn't help having a complete phobia of blank. Quite a wide range of options here for things you can have a phobia. There's nothing necessarily going to take you there. She knew deep down it was irrational, something very irrational. But Selma couldn't help having a complete phobia of blank. Maybe something, I don't know how to get into Jeremy's mind here. She knew deep down it was completely irrational. However, Selma couldn't help having a complete phobia of blank.
Dildos.
Drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink. Okay. A complete phobia of gherkins, says Keris. Louise, says Harmstone. What, the singer Louise?
No, as in
Formerly in
that
what is
isn't-
it?
It's Thelma and Louise, not Selma.
Oh, I said Selma.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what she's doing. I thought you meant like Louise, who married Jamie Redknapp, that was formerly in Four Non Bloods or On Vogue. I can't remember which one. Anyway,
I was doing a funny.
I know you were.
I
but
don't think you were, mate.
I think it was. Listen, I thought it was just like a super random and weird, and I love that.
I don't even think it was funny adjacent, actually.
Nuts, says Nick. Same to you. Dildo, says Will. The sound of her own voice. The
Can you imagine being scared of your own voice?
I can't imagine it. Oh! It was just like, oh, was that me? Who was that? Is that me again?
You would have a heart attack.
I would.
The amount that you talk.
I know.
Yeah.
An irrational fear of rationality, says Tamsin. But also Louise Redknapp. You're just saying sploosh. What's going in the sea?
The
right.
thing that she couldn't quite get in the sea because we like timed her out of it.
I see.
Yeah, we'll have to find out next week. Tune in next week to see what the fuck Tamsin's talking about.
Or tune in next week to fill up the thing with haps and naps so she
Before-
doesn't before she gets
before
a
she
chance
gets
to. No, that's going to happen. She knew deep down it was irrational, but Selma couldn't help having a complete phobia of
Giant Japanese girthy crisp things.
This is a callback to a few weeks ago when we ate a giant girthy Japanese crisp thing.
It's fucking good too.
You get a point for that because no one's going to say that.
I did expect it to come up.
No, I thought it was going to come up actually. Oh, that was my second guess.
Tom's obviously brushing his teeth ready for work or something.
Yeah. So how many points? You've got 2 points.
I've got 2 points.
Fruit Bat's got 1. How many points has everyone got? Because we're coming to the fourth, the last one now.
I think
Will might have.
I don't think we'll need the tiebreaker for this one.
No, Will's
That'll
got.
be a first.
Just remind me, has Will got 2? Will's got 2. You've got 2. I think Tamsin's got 1. Nick's got 1. Fruit Bat's got 1. Just help me out here.
Elf's got 1.
Elf's got 1.
There are lots of 1s.
Yeah. Well.
But only 2 2s.
I'll read this 5th one and we'll see where we are. I've got a 6th one, just as you know, I like to kind of do it, but we'll see how it. So really, it's you and Will at the moment. You know.
Asterisk. Elf 1.
Elf 1. Elf 1. I think I've got 0. Yes, Tamsing, I think you might have. Because you keep saying jizz when you should cock. You're putting the jizz before the cock. And by the way, that's not how it works.
Never do that.
No, cock first, jizz comes later. Right. Number 5. I put this in because it amused me in the way that I would respond. But anyway, we'll see how you all respond. The string section of our orchestra was always harping on during rehearsal. Thankfully, the conductor told them to blank. The string section of our orchestra was always harping on during rehearsal. Thankfully, the conductor told them to blank. What comes to mind? Say what you think. Say what you think.
Do say what you think.
The string section of our orchestra was always harping on during rehearsal. Thankfully, the conductor told them to blank.
Or rather, don't put what you think. Put what I think.
Yes.
Because that's how you get a point.
Some good things coming out. You've got one, haven't you?
And I think we have declared a winner.
Oh, that's interesting. Because thankfully the conductor told them to shut the fuck up, says Comdu, which instantly was what you would have matched with me, because that's immediately what I thought was thankfully the conductor told them to shut the fuck up. So I love that. Will said, thankfully the conductor told him to jizz immediately, which is sometimes how it works if you're in...
It's impressive to be able
jizz!
to do that on command, just like sploosh.
To snap a fucking string, mate, that could be painful. To get fucked, which I also like. To blow their flutes instead. Nice innuendo. To pluck off, says Tamsin. Bit too clever, not taking shots at you. But...
No, that is far too clever for me, yeah. I fucked up consonants and vowels. I've got no hope of that.
To play piano, because it's a great instrument. But pluck off is epic. Pluck off is really good. Okay, I think everyone's got in that wants to. The string section of our orchestra was always harping on during rehearsal. Thankfully, the conductor told them to...
I don't know what this says about us, Alex. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up! I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
We are the Borg.
Yes.
Your responses to Drinkety Drink will be added to our own.
I should have read that looking at this. For the purposes of whether we're going to use it again, the string section of our orchestra was always harping on during rehearsal. Thankfully, the conductor told them to shut the fuck up. Perfect. So Comdu gets a point for that.
Yes, and when we were taking scores earlier, I think we forgot Comdu's score. I feel like they'd got a couple.
Yes, I think they got... Well, I think he got 1 for cock.
Yes.
And now 1 for this. That's 2. You've got 2.
And maybe even
Will's
another
got
one.
2.
Maybe even another one. I'm trying to think. So 1 for fuck.
And 1 for the one we just got.
No,
we didn't. No.
Missed out on penis. That was it.
So it's you, Comdu, and Will.
All on 2.
All on 2. So we will need the final one.
We will. Hello, Fourth Panda. Welcome in.
Yes. Hello.
We're right at the end of Drinkety Drink. Do join in. Just fill in the blank. Just say what you see.
Say what you see in your brain.
Missed out on the penis.
Now listen,
Absolutely did,
it's a missed field goal that's come back to bite you in the arse. Let's say that. Question 6 then is a tiebreaker. Everyone can play, but I'm going to see if I want a point from Will, Comdu, or Jez. Of course, Jez could just pick something fucking...
I could just write something completely outrageous.
Bibbly Bob,
get the point.
and
yeah.
you know,
But
get
I
the
won't
point.
do that.
He won't Bibbly Bob you.
I have to be authentic to myself
Yes.
and write exactly what I would say
Ribbly Bob.
because I am me and I am writing.
I know a farmer, Jeremy.
No, you don't. That's not true.
This was made up, actually. That's absolutely true. He called me on it.
Point for Jez, I win. See you later.
Drinkety
Fuck
drink,
Chepstow.
drinkety drink. I don't really know a farmer, but for the purposes of this, I know a farmer who mixes breeds. He mixed a cat with a hen. He called it a blank. I know a farmer, Jeremy, and all of you. I know a farmer who mixes breeds. Playing God. He's in prison now. He mixed a cat with a hen, and he called it blank. What are you gonna call? Think about what Jeremy might put. I know a farmer who mixes breeds. He mixed a cat, like a cat, with a hen. I don't even want to think about that. But you're having to. He called it.
It's another cuck, mate.
This has confused people. Gonna have to come up with something.
Can we answer to stop Jez scoring? Yes, but that would still leave you with a two-way tie between Comdu and well.
Will beat me to it, says Comdu. Well, you can pick something else. You're gonna have to pick something else because otherwise you're either both gonna lose or both gonna win.
Oh, man.
Good. Okay, now that's a good. I like it. That's
someone's got it.
really.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Someone is in my mind.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Okay. Well, I don't think cat hen. Alone in the world was a little cat hen. You know what that is?
I do know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I can't work it out. Okay, let's do it
I
then.
think they know who they are as well.
I know a farmer who mixes breeds. He mixed a cat with a hen. He called it a
Cat hen. Alone in the world was a little cat hen.
So Karis gets a point, but that doesn't help anybody because Will stays on 2. I thought you were going to say chackin because I thought
It ain't no
was...
chacking, no pussy cock. It's not a canine, whatever the word like canine is for hens. That feline little cat hen.
It calls it. Can you imagine if you mixed a hen with a cat? It's like, what are you going to call it? It's like cat hen, and it's like that. How long did that take you? That's it.
I assume you've never seen the 90s Nickelodeon show Cat Dog.
No.
Half cat, half dog, front ends of both. Just like that.
Called Cat Dog.
Cat Dog. Front legs of both. Entire fronts of both.
The fronts of both.
The fronts of both.
What,
merged,
next to each other?
Merged at the middle.
Merged down the center.
No, like they have no arse ends. They've just front end to
front end back to back.
Yeah.
Like a reverse caterpillar.
No.
I think I know what I mean.
Like a cat dog.
Okay.
Cat dog was great. Anybody? Cat dog? No? Anyone?
If we could get back to the game, because
cat dog, hen, cat hen.
You've got 2 points, Comedy's got 2 points, and Will's got 2 points.
Yes, because Karis got
Karis
that,
was
so
the only person
I
that
didn't get a point.
No, Pussycock and Chacken.
Am I declaring the winner from those two?
I think you have to pick which one you like more, Pussycock or Chacken.
I mean, I did chuckle at Pussycock, so I think that takes the
fair enough.
biscuit.
I really liked Chacken, but I'm not the one that's deciding this one. So congratulations, Will, by saying Pussycock, and therefore reinforcing my father's fears that I'm talking bollocks on the internet. You are this week's Drinkety Drink winner. Congratulations, Will.
Cat dog, yellow all over and no arse. I don't know how they did that.
But a great effort from Comdu, who didn't even play one of the rounds and still managed
to get into the final.
Yeah. And that was the game we play called Drinkety Drink. I was very pleased to play because it's cheered me up no end, basically.
It is always ridiculous. It is always funny. And I always win. Except I didn't win today, but I kind of did.
Yes. We're all winners, really.
Except for Alex.
No. I quite like the reading bit, so I feel like a winner.
Yeah, you like doing the hosty bit, don't
I
you?
love doing the hosty bit.
Yeah.
If you need something hosted and you want to pay me, feel free.
Right. I do want to do this before we
let's do that
go
now.
to the end, because I think it's going to be particular fun today.
Yes.
So we haven't done it in a little while, but it's now time to move to the segment we like to call Agony with Alex.
Listen, you'll take my advice and you'll fucking like it.
You will take my advice and you'll fucking like it. The segment Agony with Alex, where we find a question. Some people write into us, God knows why, and they pose a little question to us, to me in particular, that I can perhaps help you with. And you've got one.
This is tough, but I think it's completely in your wheelhouse, and you can provide some excellent advice to this person.
Should be said that if any of you do need some humorful advice provided, do feel free to write into us with anything you want. Send anything you want, really, basically. We'll read your bullshit out.
Like if you need some advice on how to effectively kill yourself by climbing onto a roof in a storm.
I'm your man.
Yeah. If you'd like to know how to pour wine into another receptacle when it should be going in your fucking mouth, it's your man.
That's absolutely true. And if you really, really need to put beans in literally anything, yeah. This is all on my CV.
You get a picture. Right. Dear Alex.
Hello.
I'm in love with a fantastic girl, and we're thinking of taking it to the next level.
That's your first mistake.
Wait for the list. Moving in together with the option of marriage.
Yes.
Kids, the whole 9 yards.
You've made a huge mistake, but carry on.
The trouble is, she believes in fairies.
You've answered your own question, mate. I don't even know why you're coming to me. You just want an echo chamber and me to agree with you. I know what you're thinking. Sorry. Carry on.
I'm embarrassed just writing it.
I'm not surprised.
Susie's perfectly rational in every other way. She trained as a lawyer. She works for a charity. She has a nice agnostic family. Isn't superstitious. Just adamantly believes in fairies. They're fucking everywhere, hiding in car keys, bringing luck, looking after special places. It makes me so mad. I get unpleasant, make jokes in public and tease her. I know it's unkind, but fuck it, she believes in fucking fairies.
She's saying, this guy sounds like you, Jeremy. I know it's unkind, but fuck it, I'm going to do it anyway.
That does sound like me. I can't deny that. How can I convince her that the goblins have eaten them all? My future depends on it. From Rob, via email.
Roblin. Listen, you've got a problem here because I think
she's got a Roblem.
got 99 Roblems, but a fairy ain't one because they don't exist. But if this had been witches, I could have been 99 problems, but a witch ain't one, and that would have been funny. If you could have just come up with witches in your fictitious agony with Alex, then I could have made that wonderful joke. But as it is, we're jokeless. I think here's the thing: he knows the truth here. That he's in a real bind because he knows this is a bit of a deal breaker. I suspect it might be a deal breaker. I used to know somebody that believed in fairies and believed that the fairies would protect her from the problems with living in the top of a flat. She was living in the highest roof in the eaves, as much as we are at the very penthouse of Porton Towers.
Did she have really long hair?
She had pretty long hair.
Did she have stairs, or did she have to?
No, we imprisoned
lower it
her
down to let you up.
Yes, that's right.
Makes sense.
It was a pain.
I mean, I'd believe
for her,
in fairies
not for me.
too if I was her. Yeah.
But so I know people that believed in fairies before, but this seems. Listen, if she believes in fairies, there's going to be other things out there as yet undiscovered. I
mean, otherwise rational.
Yes,
Rob
otherwise
says.
rational, except for this. What more is there, Rob, that you're going to find out? But I think you have the right idea here with the goblins, basically. You have to out crazy her, if that's possible.
Yes.
You have to find something that you have that's equally bonkers that you believe is totally rational. And then when she brings up the fairies, you could...
You should make some kind of like dream catchery thing that's like an anti-fairy buster, and you hang it over your front door. And then when all of your friends come round and ask you what that's about, you can say, that is to fuck off my girlfriend's fairies. Like, it keeps the fairies out.
Don't you just say, I don't believe in fairies?
You need to be careful saying that, though, in modern culture. You can't really be saying keeps the fairies out.
I think that you had to be clear to determine these sprites-like creatures are what he's talking about here.
Indeed.
But essentially, if you say, I don't believe in fairies, doesn't that start killing the fairies off?
Yes.
Left, right, and centre. So one
Belief
way...
makes the thing.
If you, Rob, just say, I don't believe in fairies about 1 million times, I would reckon that will probably do the job. I've said it twice in this segment. You're welcome.
If you'd like some help, like, working out how that happens, go watch Elf. It's basically the textbook for it.
I'm just saying, you could either murder every you could either
murder the whole family.
Murder the family. Listen, kill yourself, kill everybody else, or kill everybody else in the world. It's a Blackadder thing. Kill everybody else in the world. You could murder all the fairies, or, that just sounds really weird, you're going to have to out crazy her, basically. If you say, I don't believe in fairies, and later she storms in like, what did you do? I felt a disturbance in the force, like 1 million fairies suddenly died. I feel attacked. Keep the fairies out. Aliens, house hippos, toys coming to life, the moon landing. One of these is not like the... One of these things is not like the others.
Yeah, I mean, like, the moon landing's ridiculous, obviously.
Yeah, one of these things just didn't happen.
Yeah, and I know it ain't house hippos. That's the most credible of them all.
She'll just clap and bring him back to life. That is true. That is how you resuscitate it. But I think that by the time he's done a couple of thousand, she'll be behind the curve.
The other ones will get the fuck out of there for fear of being murdered themselves. Like, or are they like spiders, just bloodily stumbling over the carcasses of their fallen friends, like, oh, I wonder what the fuck.
Listen, I think in truth, this is a sweet idiosyncrasy that she has. That, I mean, here's the thing. It's like, what does it say? The fairies help find car keys or something?
Yeah, like fairies in keys. That's a general superstition, isn't
fairies in... What?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Fairies and keys?
I don't know. I was hoping you'd take the lead and make something up, to be honest.
I loved it. I thought you really knew. I honestly thought that you really knew. I just thought that you... I thought you didn't... You were so confident.
I don't often get him like that, so that was good. Yeah.
I thought, what the fuck does Jeremy know about fucking... Oh, you know, fairies and keys. Okay, fair enough.
Apples and pears, fairies and keys.
Listen, we've taken the piss out of her, but I think you love her, and you love her fairies. Love me, love my fairies. You just have to find something equally mad that she has to put up with, and then you'll spend the rest of your married life each putting up with the stupid thing the other person likes. And isn't that what relationships are really about? Because I like the traitors, and Aletha doesn't like the traitors. So, you know, you listen. Sometimes you can't agree.
I'm sure there's plenty of bullshit you do, Rob, that she doesn't fucking like either. So
that's true.
Maybe, count your blessings.
You probably laugh at all your own jokes or something like that. So, listen.
Nobody likes that.
If she were to come on here and say,
maybe we'll reach out to Susie.
Yeah.
And see what she thinks.
It says...
and we'll discover that...
every week, he watches Man United and wears his lucky shirt, and we'll be like, oh, fuck, get out of here. So,
what is the bullshit that I like, says Aletha, wandering in. Hello.
Wait, is she back? That would make sense. Or maybe she's watching on the way home, just working out the timings. Anyway, that's it. That's my final verdict. You might hate the fairies, but there's something that you do that's worse than fairies, and you should count your fucking blessings.
It's a bit like that tickers trend. She's a 10, but...
Yeah, she's a 10, but she believes in fairies. And he's a 10, but he's a cunt.
And on that note, we will move on. That was Agony with Alex. It's time to move on to our final segment. Bring it home, Alex.
Which we like to call, Am I the Arsehole?
Am I the asshole? No, it's the children who are wrong.
Just realised I had these in the wrong order, and Now I need to put them back in the right order.
Oh, by the
because
way, I was just going to
I already
say,
had my
this
iPad.
is the new empty book that I got for this year.
I will say one thing for it. At least it's got a Power Rangers / the Flash-esque lightning bolt on the front.
Oh, yeah.
So that raises its coolness factor by like 1.
Yes.
Therefore, that puts it on -2.
And look here, Jeremy. It says, you can't read it from here, but it says this book belongs to, and I have filled it in. It says Alex.
It looks like a high school maths book.
Yes.
What's
well,
with the squares?
people like squares.
Are you going to do some graphs or?
People also like dots as well, basically.
Your empty book is decidedly not empty. I will say it's
Yes.
just a planner now, isn't it?
It is a planner. Look, it's
Yeah.
got weeks.
I don't have a problem with planners. It was the empty aspect that I took
Yes. Well, I
exception
thought
to.
you might like this.
as it was with Tamsin, I believe.
And there's some stickers at the back as well. Anyway, I thought I'd show you all. New book, new year, and I have filled in some of it actually. Look at that. Look how pretty that is.
That is different colours and
Different
everything.
colours. Anyway,
Yeah,
Power Rangers are jobbers.
they
Yeah,
are
they're jobbing
not the former tag team champions of BCW, aren't they?
it. Yeah.
Jobbers. How rude.
They listen. They went up against the might of the founding fathers, and the founding fathers did not know how to use the controls. But
Yeah, they couldn't
anyway,
even get in the fucking ring.
get in the ring.
No chance.
They
No
said-
chance in hell.
He's n- the ref won't see it. Tom.
I have 3% battery.
Uh-oh.
Karis, is that you? Wrap it up. Ain't got no time for this. 3% battery.
Oh, Dom's here. There is someone, probably several people at CP that think there are real Fae, like in real life. Oh. Wow. Well, maybe they know something we don't know.
They better be a 10 then, that's all I'm saying.
She's the perfect 10, but she likes fairies.
We should finish with that one. So
Oh,
I will
okay,
go
cool.
First.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I the arsehole?
Yes, you are.
I wasn't actually reading it yet. Calm the fuck down.
I just
Jesus.
thought we wasn't given a chance.
H Christ. Am I the arsehole is the segment in which we find examples of people positing whether they're the arsehole or not. We tell them they probably are.
That's the best intro now. So, yes, please carry on. I'm ready now. I'm sorry. See, look, Harmstone was... Okay, well, agreeing with Harmstone isn't the best lead. Anyway, sorry, I'm so sorry. Please carry on.
Is it beyond reasonable doubt that I may be the arsehole?
It's not unreasonable.
It's not unusual. No. Am I the arsehole
Yes.
for selling our Eagles playoff tickets to my boss instead of taking my son?
What? The fuck are you talking about?
Am I the arsehole for selling our Eagles playoff tickets
I
to
heard
my
you the
boss
first time.
instead of taking my son? Yeah. I grew up in Jersey, and I'm a huge Birds fan. I promised my son that if they got into the playoffs, we would go this year. So after week 1, obviously, he bought playoff tickets.
Yes.
Because that was obvious from the beginning.
Fuck yes.
I bought my tickets as soon as they sealed home field advantage.
Gotcha.
Week 18. You waited a long time. Got it.
Okay.
Son was very excited,
I'm not surprised.
though we are going through an issue with him texting me back, so I was a little irritated at his response.
We got a problem with the son texting him back.
Yeah.
Does it
As in-
clarify?
I think he means he messages his son and the son does not reply,
Right.
does not respond to messages, I think is
Okay.
what's happening here.
Anyway.
My boss is also an Eagles fan, and he offered me 5 times as much as I paid for the tickets. I could not help but sell them. It was just way too good of a deal.
Oh my god. That's how you're justifying it? That's how you, like, sleep at night?
My son's mom just called me saying I broke his heart again.
You... Oh, shit. This is not the first time I've touted my tickets in front of him outside the fucking Eagles Stadium.
So, son, we ready to go in? 2 tickets, 2 tickets. Oh, yeah.
Right here, buddy.
Right here.
Buying tickets, We saw that guy in Munich.
Yeah. I almost sold him your ticket.
Yeah. That seems fair. It was
You're not-
5 times.
You're not even my son.
That would be a twist.
I tried to call and text him to explain my side,
What is your side?
but he's not taking that call. On one hand, I'm a responsible adult who recovered money I spent that I really didn't have to spend. And I got a little extra.
Oh my god, On the one hand, I've made a financial investment, and that's all that matters over the love of my son.
On the other hand, I'm a deadbeat father who constantly disappoints his kid.
This isn't real. No one talks about this in this. This is not real. Either that, or it's someone's writing it about someone else, vindictively.
Maybe it's the son.
No, or yeah, right.
Maybe this is why he doesn't text back. He's too busy writing "Am I the arsehole?"
No person who had done this would be so introspective as to say,
I mean,
I'll see things both ways. Maybe I'm a cunt.
you may feel pretty shitty about this enough to call yourself a deadbeat. I think that's probably
I think the
reasonable.
person with the hubris and narrow-minded lack of awareness to think it's totally acceptable to just sell something after you promise your son is not the person who's going to go, I see the other side. They're the person who's going to see the one side, which leads me to think it's less than credible.
Nah, he may be a deadbeat, but he's making that mad dollar, yo.
As a tout.
Am I the arsehole?
I feel very strongly that you are the arsehole.
Yeah, I don't feel quite as strongly.
You like the money, yo. The dollar.
Money, yo.
I mean,
and I also have a problem with people that don't reply and don't text back.
I mean, I like that. I hate that too, but I mean, you just wait till he gets home.
Like, all you had to do, reply to a text message, you're gonna go see the Eagles.
So wait, he sold the tickets because his son didn't text him back. I texted you, hey, listen, do you want to go to the Eagles? You know that he does. You know that he does. Oh, he didn't get back to me. Well, I guess go fuck yourself. Are you?
He could have been busy on that day. It's like you need to get the answer. It's the RSVPing thing all over again.
Oh,
if
yes.
you don't RSVP, you don't get Eagles tickets. It's that simple.
Are you taking the son to age-appropriate Disneyland with the profit? Says Dom. Are you going to take... Listen, these tickets, say they cost $1,000, and now you've got $5,000 because it's 5 times, 5 times, 5 times. Are you going to... What in the blue hell is a spinneroonie? Tell me you didn't just sell those tickets. But apparently he did. So you're going to take $5,000 and take your son to something even better. Imagine if he said, I sold those tickets, and he goes... I hate you, Dad. And it's like, and I bought Super Bowl tickets.
Oh, that would be great.
That would be amazing. And then it gets to the day.
Although I'm sorry, you're not selling Eagles playoff tickets for 5 times and getting Super Bowl tickets. You're going to need to sell them for like 50 times. Sorry.
Well, listen, for the purposes of this, and then it gets to the Super Bowl day and he's like ready to go and see the Eagles in the Super Bowl because they've made it or whatever, blah, blah, blah.
They probably are.
Yeah, right. And then, and then he goes, well, I sold them again for 10 times. I'm taking my mistress to Mexico.
Did they say how old the son was? No. But they're old enough to be able to use text message, so they can fucking use text message.
The text message is super superfluous to this.
It is not.
It is.
Hey, you felt completely different about the RSVP thing.
I did.
Like, it's the same thing.
But it's a...
You don't say you're doing the thing, you don't get the fucking thing.
I think these
simple.
are 2 very separate
They are
situations.
not. They're the same.
They are not the same.
I mean, one's a child, I'll give you that, but fuck them kids.
That is true. Fuck them kids. That's true. I mean, I normally stand by fuck them kids, which sounds weird when I say it out loud, so we're never letting that go near the edit. But I think if you're the dad, and that he's already said, if we get to the playoffs, we're going. And he said, yep, I'm up for it. And then later on he said, I've got it. And then he just didn't message back yet.
They had a very long time to reply. We knew the Eagles were going to the playoffs immediately. So they had 18 weeks.
You don't even need a reply.
18 weeks to say, yes, Dad, I'd like to go and watch the Eagles in the playoffs.
He knows he does.
18 weeks without a text message. So
You're such a
them.
contrary fuck, Jez.
No, I'm not even being contrary.
I don't believe
you. Fucking reply to the message. It's that simple.
That's not what it stands and falls on. I would never do that to you. If you didn't reply to me and I had Bears tickets, I just presume I would just be like, "You want to go? I know he wants to go. I don't have to fuck around. He knows he wants to go." But he's not going because he sold the tickets, so you know. Anyway, listen, we disagree on this, so you're gonna have to go to the people.
Put the power to the people. Let them decide.
Well, do you know what? I don't even want to need to decide. We can just throw out to TikTok and just let them fucking decide. Because trust me, they will comment and they will make a decision better than we can decide.
I expect
so. Fucking.
What do you think? For the purpose of our editor, was the deadbeat comment you or actually in the ITER? Actually in the ITER. That was actually written there. In the ITER.
Do you know, for the purpose of the edit, do you want to do one which is the arsehole and one that isn't? And just keep them both in case I don't know. I think the guy, I think he is the arsehole.
I don't.
Fine, ask your new TikTok friends. They are our friends. All 5,063 of them.
Perhaps we can agree that everybody sucks here.
I can't, but I just want to see you press a button.
Okay. I'll
agree.
I'll clarify it. I think everybody sucks here because all the kid had to do was speak to his dad once in 18 fucking weeks of the NFL season in order to get the tickets. But the dad is also a prick for not just assuming that his son would want to go and see the Eagles because they're playing fucking incredibly. Who the fuck wouldn't? So,
addendum, can we include that you are also the arsehole?
We cannot. But everyone except me sucks here.
Oh.
Cornholio Play-Doh. Yo!
What a name!
That's amazing.
Cornholio!
I am Cornholio. I need Play-Doh for my bunghole.
Do not make my bunghole angry!
Are you threatening me? My Play-Doh will not wait!
I mean, it's a gift. You don't text someone saying, want a Christmas gift? Oh, I didn't reply, no present. I'm with you, Dom, but we're not going to agree on
Sorry,
this.
it's the wrong answer.
It's incorrect.
It's not correct.
You have to phrase it in the form of a question. Remember your
Jeopardy rules.
Yeah. Remember your phrasing. Okay. See, I also, and I know we're past it, but I didn't get I got the impression that it hadn't been like, he didn't, and I could be wrong, that when he bought them, it wasn't just like, and then we waited all the way to the playoffs. I presume that when the playoffs were announced, it could have been just
using my superior NFL knowledge,
right?
Positing that he bought the tickets as soon as they sealed home field. Oh no, not home field advantage. Actually, they knew they were getting
they knew they
were getting a home game by virtue of clinching a playoff.
Yeah.
No, they didn't. That wasn't early. To get home field advantage, you needed to win your division.
Yes.
They only won their division in the last week of the season.
Yeah.
Ergo, if they sealed home field, they bought the tickets when they sealed home field advantage.
Which like week 17?
Which was last week, week 18, because they were waiting for Jalen Hurts to come back so that they could actually win a fucking game for once at the end of the season. So yeah, week 18 they bought the tickets. So he had 18 weeks to reply to the fucking text message. So if the Eagles didn't win the division in week 18, no home game. Exactly.
He booked the tickets in week 1. He booked tickets 18 weeks when he sealed it.
According to the maths of this, he booked the tickets in week 18, which is the last week of the season for anybody that doesn't know what that means.
So like a couple of weeks ago.
Yes. Either way, meh.
Shall I read the one that you've provided to me?
Yes, and I hope this one won't be quite so divisive. Actually, I kind of hope it's divisive.
I mean, I hope so too. I don't think it's going to be... Watching you think is painful. It is painful.
You should try being me, mate, honestly.
Trying to get to the bottom of this.
Having to think as me is painful. No matter how it was phrased, a thank you would be polite, little shit. Yeah. Oh, yes, Dad, that would be amazing. Yes, please, Dad. Oh, great. Thanks, Dad. It's not difficult. Send a fucking text message to your dad. Everyone right now, take out your phone and just say thank you to your dad. Doesn't matter what for. Just say thank you. Unless your dad's a deadbeat, in which case, fuck him.
Yeah. Am I the arsehole?
I expect you are, yeah, but let's wait for further evidence.
Am I the arsehole for getting my daughter a hotel room entirely for herself after her stepsisters made her sleep on the floor? Oh, fuck me. Is this like a Disney princess story? Hark, I hear the sound of a merry Aletha returning. Am I the arsehole for getting my daughter a hotel room entirely for herself after her stepsisters made her sleep on the floor? My dad passed away 2 weeks ago. Me and my wife, Candace, and my daughter, 16, Shiloh.
What?
Everyone's name sucks here.
Sorry, was that Shiloh?
Shiloh. Shilloh.
So like
Shiloh.
like Shiloh. Yeah,
Could be Shiloh.
Shiloh, like, a missile silo, but
Yes.
Shiloh.
Shiloh. Like if Sean Connery said silo.
Shiloh.
Shiloh.
I fucked your mother, Trebek.
That's it, basically. I want to name my daughter after somewhere a nuclear missile might be, but I speak like Sean Connery.
Shiloh.
My wife, Candace, I presume Candace.
Candace.
Oh,
Candace and Shiloh.
Shiloh. My wife, Candace, and my daughter, Shiloh. And her stepsisters.
Our editor would like you to read that again.
Which bit do I have to read again?
It's like, no, you're not doing it all in Sean Connery. No, stop it.
I will.
You
Flew to my hometown to attend the funeral.
You got to stick to the whole bit. Do it all in Sean Connery. I dare you.
After that, we get no, because it won't. I will lose the thread of the story.
After that, I mean, you already lost it. They went a bit Irish. After that.
After that. Well, he in the Untouchables, he's Irish, so that's what I was doing.
Oh, it's been put to the people. Are you two? Am I the arsehole as Sean Connery? Yes or no?
We're not doing it.
I will throw my vote to a yes. Am I the asshole?
I can't do it. Not even for you. It's gonna be too fuck. Don't even. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. No.
But maybe. But
no, we can't.
Maybe.
We can't.
Maybe.
The joke.
The people have spoken.
Yeah,
Alex.
but the people are cunts, and the people are wrong.
You make an excellent point.
Yeah. And it's like the law of diminishing returns.
Diminishing returns.
Diminishing returns, Trebek. In the words of Morrissey, this joke isn't funny anymore.
There were no diminishing returns when I fucked your mother, Trebek.
Well, maybe we'll find another one another day, but I can't even get through the first fucking line. Okay. And we don't even know how the stepsisters fucked it up.
Right, then, for fuck's sake, from the top.
Am I the asshole for getting my daughter? It doesn't sound like it anymore.
No, you did sound a bit Sage Bambino then, actually.
Sage Bambino. I don't know. Sometimes I can do it.
Am I the asshole? No, I can't do that either.
Am I the arsehole for getting Am I the arsehole for getting my daughter a hotel room entirely for herself after her stepsisters made her sleep on the floor? My dad passed away 2 weeks ago. Me, my wife Candace, and my daughter, 16, Shiloh, and her stepsisters, 19 and 17,
less shit names,
flew to my hometown to attend the funeral. After that, we got 2 hotel rooms, one for me and Candace, one for the girls. While I was in the room, I got a call from Shiloh at 11 p.m. crying about her name.
See, Shiloh calls her dad.
Turns out she wants a different name.
I said, fuck you, Shiloh. Just be thankful you're not called 19 and 17 like your stupid stepsisters.
And sounded like she was arguing with her stepsisters. I asked what the matter was, and she told me that her stepsisters insisted... There's a lot of sisters insisted. Her stepsisters insisted, because they're stepsisters, that she sleep on the floor. There was one large bed in the room, and there was enough space for all 3 girls to sleep in it. I asked why, and she said she didn't know. I went to see what the issue was and talked with my stepdaughters about it. They kept talking, but didn't really explain why they told her to sleep on the floor. They just shrugged and said, "It's better this way."
Yeah, for you motherfucker.
We're more comfortable this way.
Fuck off.
Right? I told Shiloh to grab her things, and when one of the stepdaughters asked where we were going, I told her I was booking her a hotel room.
Yeah, no shit.
Both looked upset but didn't say anything, but they must have called their mum because she was awake when I got back and started arguing with me about giving Shiloh an entire hotel room to herself. I explained why I did it, but she said I wasted money and that Shiloh could have sucked it up for a night on the floor. I called her unreasonable for saying this, but she told me I showed the girls that I'm playing favourites and made my stepdaughter share a room while I gave my daughter an entire room for herself. Fuck me.
Just fuck right off.
Just
all of this.
Stop. We went home and Candace is still bringing it up, saying I mishandled this.
No.
She even pointed out how my daughters are upset since they're not speaking to me. She even pointed out how my stepdaughters are upset since they're not speaking to me.
Result, mate.
Perfect.
That's a win.
However, they got what they wanted, right? They wanted the bed to themselves. So why are they fucking complaining? Listen.
Oh no, my toxic stepdaughters aren't talking to me. Whatever will I do?
ETA. What ETA? What's ETA? ETA 2.
I keep thinking it's extra the arsehole, and then Harmstone corrects me, and I remember what it is.
What? Edit to add.
There you go. See?
Why do people say edit to add? Just say
Marge,
update.
it happened again.
Update. Why did you have to too many?
Update's much better.
Update 1, update 2. Edit to add. That isn't even a phrase. Update. It was Candace who got a room for the 3 girls as to not stir any drama and save money. She was in charge of hotel reservations since I was emotionally distressed. Not unreasonably.
Reasonable, yeah.
Also, Candace did not expect Shiloh to sleep on the floor. She wanted all the girls to share the bed. Update 2. For those that are calling me an arsehole for giving my daughter her name...
I didn't read that bit! That's incredible!
Oh my God. Her mum did that and she's deceased, so please not focus on that.
Oh yeah, blame the dead mum. Whatever, mate.
Classic dead mum card.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I was on your side until that.
Just like...
Twat.
And also, I've known my stepdaughters since they were little. We're pretty much family, and Candace is also a shit name.
It's true. You married someone called Candace, you get what you get.
What it actually says is, we're pretty much family, and Candace is a Sam, but I give her full access to my money since this stuff was already discussed beforehanded. Pretty much everything was. Well, I tell you what, it's all gone to the dogs now. Candace...
Yeah, I was going to say Sam is stay-at-home mum. I worked that out.
Oh. I thought...
I did it before you. I worked it out.
I thought that Sam was just like... I thought he misspelled sham. Like, Candace is a sham! And like, in his eagerness to get it down, he wrote Sam instead, like that. Candace is a sham. I never should have married her. And her name isn't real either. And neither is my daughter's. And it isn't even me!
The thing is here, he prattles on about his good relationship with his stepdaughters. However, he didn't bother to actually name them in the Am I the Arsehole, or even come up with a fake name for them.
I mean, he's come up with a fake name for his daughter, so I mean...
you bloody hope so, yeah. Shiloh.
A Sam. So... Candace is a stay-at-home mum, but I give her full access to my money. Well, almost went into a rap. She's a stay-at-home mum, but I give her access to my money. I make bank, yo. I give it all to her. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Since this stuff was already discussed beforehanded.
Candace spends my money on bitches and hoes. Where the rest of it goes, nobody knows.
It's easy to rhyme.
I can do this rap thing.
Beforehanded.
You cap it off with a massive rap.
I did
and that's rap.
That is rap. Put in the rap in brap. A stay-at-home mum with a 17 and 19-year-old.
That's a good point. I mean, how old was...
That's a good point.
How old Shiloh? 16?
16.
Yeah, there's no need to be a stay-at-home mother for a 16-year-old or a 17-year-old, and definitely not a 19-year-old.
Sounds like Candace is milking it, 17 and 19. Well, I mean, she has full access to the money, but that doesn't mean necessarily she's going to use it all. But the problem here, I mean, none of that, by the way, is is relevant. Really, what it comes down to is the fact that, like, him and Candice are not aligned in the way to discipline and resolve this sort of stuff. And
No.
Candice is more than happy to go, oh, my daughter's treated your daughter like shit, and I'm fine with that. And that's really what we're saying here. It's like, oh, they kicked her out of the bed, and I'm okay.
But let's think about this even more deeply.
Yes.
If that's the way of saying it, which I don't think it is.
Let's say it is.
You kicked Shiloh out of the bed at a hotel room that you were all staying in to go to Shiloh's grandfather's funeral.
Boom. That's exactly it. And you thought it was acceptable behavior to do that.
Not only is that shitty behavior under normal circumstances, but it's even shittier with the circumstances that are actually involved here.
Yes, given the situation with their grandfather's... I can't even speak. Given the situation with their grandfather's funeral.
And you're older. You're supposed to be the sisters that look after the younger sister.
You're the role models here, fucking it up. And on top of that, when we go to the ultimate source of guidance, the mum, she's like, yeah, totally fine with it. So...
Because the best result here was Shiloh gets her own room and you get the other bed to yourself. That was the best possible result.
Yeah.
But not for you, because obviously you wanted everything for yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, not only that, I think the worst part is like, it's not just like, this is more comfortable for us. Yes, it is. But also, you probably enjoyed the fact that she was on the floor. That was part of it.
There's
it
a
was
dominance thing going on here.
You get the floor and you get to go fuck yourself. We're in charge here.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I don't know who said it, but this is definitely like modern day Cinderella.
It is.
Karis. Have they not watched Cinderella? Yeah. You ain't going to the ball, motherfuckers.
Sleep on the floor, Cinderella. They threw her on the ground.
Yeah.
These girls sound spoiled. Yes, they are. So, am I the arsehole for getting my daughter a hotel room entirely to herself? You are not the asshole.
Not even a little bit, mate. Well, except for naming your daughter Shiloh.
Do you know what? Shiloh.
Both of those made me quite angry. It has to be
Yeah.
said. Yeah. I may have raised my voice at points during those Am I the Arseholes? Just a tad. Just a little bit. I'm going to weigh in on that name. Yes, you are the arsehole.
Honestly.
And it is decided.
It is decided. Yeah, what the fuck. Anyway, that was Am I the Arsehole, which brings us to a close at 22 minutes past 10. Thank you very much for joining us again for episode 112. Don't get me started. We'll be here next week at 8 o'clock. You got nothing, or shall I see you find out who's...
No one that we haven't raided 6 times already. Only 2 this week? Yes, only 2 this week. Our attempt to be succinct means 1 less Am I the Arsehole, back to the original numbers of Am I the Arsehole.
Oh, we could go to Aftermath. We go to Kirsty.
Okay, let's do that.
We'll do that. What was I going to say? Thanks everybody for following us on TikTok and commenting on Instagram and all that sort of stuff. Instagram's picking up a little bit there, but
it is. Yeah.
Do it a bit of help.
Yeah, and thank you to all the new people that came tonight as well. We've had a load of new people here today. And,
Comdu dropped in.
Much appreciated. Fit in immensely.
Perfect.
All of you.
Slip straight in.
Make sure you come back. As Alex said, every Tuesday we are here.
Right here.
If you'd like some classic DGMS, you can follow us on YouTube, youtube.com/@DGMSlive. And there's a rerun of classic episodes every Friday night at 8.
You can see how it all began, because I think this week will be episode 3. So we're on 112. We're on 112 now. We're going to go all the way back to when we called it Co-Video Killed the Radio Star.
To the end of May 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can go and check that out and see the very humble beginnings, but we're still just as funny. So don't get me restarted. Do we call it that?
No.
That is pretty good.
I'm not a fan of that one.
Oh, no?
No.
Oh, yeah, well, I agree with you, so I hate it too. Fucking close ranks, motherfuckers.
Yep. I mean, I don't think we can get any better than the groundbreaking statement that Alex agrees with me. So let's get out of here. Good night.